is this live? Whoa, 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 what is happening? What is happening in chat? Oh my goodness. This is so exciting. Am I even live? Because the little thingy that's supposed to tell me whether I'm live is being concerningly quiet, but I see, oh my gosh, who else is here? Oh, guys, thank you so much for coming so early. Oh my god, I'm so excited for this. I cannot tell you like how like nervous I was for this stream and just like preparation, and I don't even know why I'm so nervous for it, but I'm just so excited to be here. Let me make sure that my chat is working. I'm not sure why my thingamajiggy is being so difficult. Pop out chat, yeah, let me do that. That's gonna be easier for me to keep track of who's here. Okay, let's see. Oh my gosh, I've just seen, you guys have been here for it's like since like 20 to 7 or whatever your local time is. Thank you so much for your support. Goodness gracious. I'm so excited now. Okay, let me just see what's been happening. Let me just see what has been happening here so that I don't miss anything. Also just want to make sure. Okay, cool. Very exciting, very exciting. This chat, you guys have like run away with me. Like now I feel like I need to make sure that I haven't missed anything. Thank you very much for even just getting things going here. Oh, I'm sorry, Marissa, that your husband's laptop crashed. That's terrible. That's terrible. But thank you also so much for sharing your photos of Cooper. Very cute. Some fixes. Okay, hopefully I can help. No, I'm joking. I can do my best to give some tips, like if you can like say, but because I mean tonight is doubling up as a Q&A. But oh yeah, it's the first 5-ish minutes of the stream, so if you're here, guys, please let me know if audio is fine, if everything looks fine, sounds fine, music's not too loud. Yeah, just want to make sure that everything here is actually working. Oh my gosh, did I miss? Klingoffs, you already have a loyalty badge next to your name. Thank you. Okay, I need to move straight here. I'm not even gonna wait for that timer to count down. Thank you so much. Oh my goodness. This, I need to keep an eye on what's happening here. Audio, we video, we chat, we. Oh, that is so cool. That is so cool. I'm so glad the video quality is good. Thank you guys. And so many like names that I haven't seen here before. Oh wow, this is so exciting. I'm so pumped right now. I'm so pumped. Like what? I don't need, like this is why I actually spent time like writing a, I don't want to, it's not a, like you can't script a live stream of course, but like making sure like I don't miss any points, and I'm so glad that I did because I'm getting so excitable right now. Like I feel like a puppy, goodness gracious. Other thing is that, oh, there it is possible to increase the text size. I think I'm a little bit blind, but now I can actually see what's happening here. You are spoiled for emotes. Okay, everything's good. Okay, let me see what's happening here. I want to say hello to everyone, and I am going to say hello to everyone, and I'm going to see who is here and greet accordingly. Okay, so big welcome Eri, big welcome Marissa, lovely to have you guys here, thank you so much for coming. Big welcome Cassie, and I see that we also have, is there a way for me to see who is here just so that I don't like miss anyone? I see Ismail is here. Hi, welcome Talisha Kaur, did I say that correctly? Is that right? Welcome, thank you so much for joining, lovely to have you here. So yeah, this is live, this is a live stream, this is our first live stream here on YouTube, and it's gonna be a mix of something technical, it's gonna be a mix of something, oh, this music is also pumping me up. This is really hype music, like oh my gosh. No wonder I'm getting so excited. No, this is too hyped now. This is why I'm getting excitable. My music needs to be lo-fi, or else I am not. Otherwise, I get excited and then hear excitable music, and then it's a positive feedback cycle until eventually I just go out of control and just like squeal or something weird like that. Cool. Okay, let me see what's happening here. Okay, CS Talisha, this is live. Yeah, you got a laptop and you don't know if your specs are good for Sims and some packs, so hopefully this will be helpful to you. I'm happy to try and help. So yeah, this is, I think I did mention, but I'll get into it shortly. Klingoffs, your laptop's gone into the overheating phase of life. Ooh, that is a real issue. So I don't know if to repair it. My specs are good for some time. Buy a better one because I have Sims and I'm scared to run it. Cool. Okay, let me make sure Lulu's here. Hey, Lulu. Hi, welcome. It's so lovely to have you here. Lovely to see you live. For those of you who are not sure, Lulu's actually been a very, very long time like supporter of the channel, both like on YouTube as well as on Twitter as well. So yeah, big welcome. Klingoffs, I love that you are getting use out of these emotes. Yes, this is an absolute party that is happening in chat. Yeah, oh my gosh, I'm so excited. Who else here? Roxy Maddie. Hey Roxy Maddie, big welcome. Onyi Lane, hi. Shade, oh thank you. Okay, Lynn Cats, hey Lynn Cats, yes, big welcome. Oh gosh, this is so exciting. Didi, truly, how will you help me pick my new laptop this past summer? Oh, that's awesome! And how has it been? How's everything been? I am like scanning through chat, so please excuse me if I miss something. I just want to make sure that I say hello to everyone who is here. Okay, Wonga's here. Hey Wonga. I was gonna say hey Weezer because your message is hey Weezer, and I was like hey Weezer. Oh gosh, yeah, big welcome. Yes, I'm definitely gonna be answering your question from chat. But yes, Roxy Maddie, I'm about to have the Zoomies like Cooper. It literally feels like that. Senseless Dreamer. Oh my gosh, PC is freezing when I open chat. Guys, I wasn't expecting chat to be going this fast, goodness gracious. Senseless Dreamer, I'll do my best to help. Cool, okay, I think I'm generally caught up with seeing who is in chat. The sim chat is too powerful. Okay, cool. I think I'm caught up here. I think I've said hello to everyone who sent a message. Oh, Renesme Z. Fantastic, guys. It's so lovely to have you here. So, yeah, welcome to the first Wii stream on YouTube. I have been so, excited to try this. And for those of you who are joining me over from Twitch, thanks for joining me from Twitch, and thanks for porting over here. And for those, if this is your first time seeing me live, awesome! Hi, welcome! I really hope that you find this helpful, entertaining, relaxing, all the words that mean that this is going to be a positive experience, essentially. Okay. Darwish Khan, Assalamu alaikum, wa alaikum salam. So let me just get my little mini script up before I do become a Zoomies person. Okay, so yes, this is the first Wii stream on YouTube, and for those of you who don't know, I do stream on Twitch as well, but what I stream on Twitch is a mix between a Sims 2 Legacy Challenge, but I'm having issues with Sims 2. Cass, you became a sweetheart! Thank you! Where is my little alert? It's supposed to pop up. I hope that it pops up on the screen. Welcome. Yo, Cass, thank you so much for becoming a member. Oh my gosh, I was hoping that this would pop up, and I'll be discussing memberships shortly. But yes, I'm so excited to see everyone's like little things next to the names. I'm not sure why my alert didn't load as nicely as what it should. I might be angry at my alerts now because I went through an extensive testing process and my computer's telling me that everything is fine in the world. Should I not trust my computer? It feels like that at this point. But I need to trust my computer or else it's going to rise up against me. Yeah, that's how this works, guys. If you are having issues with your computer, you just really need to sweet talk it, as Aria said previously. You need to whisper kind things to your computer. You need to tell it how amazing it is, even when it's burning like a hole in your desk. But yeah, thank you so much. I am sorry that the little alert didn't pop up on the screen with the train. I have a little train that pops up when you become a the sweet talk, yes, Klinghoffs, we sweet talk, we SOUITE talk the computers. So yes, like I was saying, if you think my tangents in my Legacy Challenge Let's Play is bad, you guys are in for a fun time with me live. Okay, so mostly Sims 2 Legacy Challenge over on Twitch, with a bit of technical difficulties as of late, but we are getting through them. I couldn't fix it this week. I'm going to carry on trying. But we also have WeCraft and WeChat, and WeCraft is essentially where I make little origami stars, and each of these represents my subscribers. So I was an affiliate on Twitch up until the beginning of December, when I decided to no longer be an affiliate. Oh, wait, what is happening? Hey! Ismail, thank you for becoming a sweetheart. Thank you, thank you. Since the stream, I promise I will get to your question. I just want to make sure I don't forget a couple of things here. Oh gosh, this is so exciting, guys. I need to keep notes of these because you're all getting stars for the sweetie jar. So yes, that is actually this. Each of these stars represents a subscriber on the channel who has decided to contribute to the channel in some other way, and that is just my little token of physical appreciation and thank you. So we have those like once a month as well, and then yeah, okay, so that's, and as like we move, so it'll make more sense actually to be doing it on YouTube now with the YouTube memberships, as you guys become sweethearts over here. So I'll actually work on it on this side. So let me just see. Okay, I'm not sure why my membership's here, why it's not triggering little cute things to pop up. I thought that I had it working. Sigh. Okay, my apologies. I really thought that my little alerts would be working for this, but it turns out that I need to speak even more kindly to my computer. I am not sure. I don't know. I will sweet talk it. I will SOUIT talk it now. So yeah, so that's what has been happening on Twitch. But YouTube streams, I think because YouTube is my primary hub of content and it's mostly tech education kind of stuff and like buying guides and like trying to help with technical related things, I thought it would be fun to try and do a live stream that incorporates both the like more quirky side of things that like happens like over on Twitch, as well as like the technical side of things here on YouTube. So what's happening here? You're back now, Roxy Maddie? No problem, welcome back. Yeah, please guys, at any point, I don't want anyone to ever feel like they need to... Lulu! Did you just super chat? Hi! I know I said hi, like, thank you! Yay, a thing popped up! An alert popped up! Oh my god, it worked! And thank you so much! Thank you so much! Oh my gosh, Super. Oh, I'm excited. Okay, maybe it wasn't recognizing the memberships for some other reason, but now super chat works, and the little train pops up, and then if someone super chats, then it adds onto the train. Oh, okay. I am pumped at this. Talk to objects. Insane. We are super out here. Indeed. Indeed, indeed. So thank you so much, Lulu. Oh yes, and as Klinghoff said, I do intro for a bit. It's just to make sure I like welcome everyone properly and like set the vibe for the stream, because I do. This might sound odd given that I am a technical Sims YouTuber, but community is really important to me, and feeling a sense of community or community is very important, and that's why I do like the milestone videos, like the We Celebrate videos and things like that, because I'm very appreciative of everyone here and everyone who's not able to be here at the moment because of their personal things happening, but continue to support the channel in some or other way. It really is very important that, like, for me personally, that I that this space is something that is more than just like a search for what is the best laptop kind of thing, that it is also something that can just be like a relaxing space, a safe space to ask questions that maybe you feel uncomfortable about. The train! Oh my gosh, Cass! Thank you, Cassie! Why is your name not popped up there? I see. Oh, it's a cat! Oh my god, it's a cat. There are cats. There are cats in the stream. There are cats in the stream. The stream has been blessed by a cat sticker. That is it. Oh my gosh, I don't think I have enough chocolate for this stream. I don't think I have enough chocolate. I need to celebrate, eat chocolate. I don't know if I have enough chocolate to celebrate. How many blocks do I even have? So yes, this is something I do on my stream. I eat chocolate aggressively and celebratingly and sadly, and any strong emotion tends to be complemented by chocolate, and if I ever get a sponsorship, I want it to be from chocolate. Please. Please, Lynn, please, just the strawberry intense. You can send me a bunch of these. I will continue to eat them on stream. Yeah, so I eat chocolate when I'm really excited. I eat chocolate when I'm really sad. Yeah, it's just, and then we eat chocolate together, and it's just, and even if you don't like chocolate, eat the dessert of your choice, and please share if you are eating whatever you're eating, really, but also dessert. So yeah, like I said, like this vibe that you are getting from the stream is that yes, we're gonna be doing technical stuff. You're gonna be doing technical stuff, but the like this kind of thing of just also getting to know me and me getting to know who you guys are, and yeah, that whole thing is just very important to me. And don't worry, I don't only run on chocolate. We have water here. Must be balanced somehow, somewhere. Yeah. So yeah, so those are the general like ground, grounds, like backs when you set the stage, that's the general like stage setting for what is happening here. There are always cats in the stream. Amaze. Just gonna make sure I'm really not missing anything here. Because a part of me, I need to make sure I don't want to miss messages, because the whole point of this is that I'm interacting with you guys live, and when you have questions that I can, or questions technically, but also just to tell me like how your days are going. How are all your days going, by the way, everyone? Where are you? Tell me where you are in the world if this is your first time you're joining me live, and please also tell me what time of day it is so that I can tell you good morning, afternoon, or evening. Need to give some appropriate times here. Oh, thanks, Dee Dee. Yes, the chocolate looks yummy. This chocolate, so we go through a lot of chocolate around here, and this is like my old favorite, but I'm very happy to try different ones. I remember I once got a suggestion, I think it's from a user, just simming, I think I mentioned it over on Twitch, but like they were like I should have like a segment of just trying chocolates from like all your parts of the world, like wherever you guys are, just because I am so keen on having chocolate. And funnily enough, it's not even like I have a sweet tooth, like the darker the better. Darwish, yeah, 3.8k subs, mashallah. Why the viewers are so much low? Yeah, as Klingoff said here, it's not really about numbers. I don't think you'll ever catch me saying things like, guys, come, it's nearly time for 4,000 subscribers, or get me to 100 followers. Like, it's really like, I'm not hating on people who are very excited about reaching milestones, but I have no control over whether someone actually decides to subscribe or not, and I'm not going to pressure my viewer into feeling like they need to subscribe or something or not. So if someone gets value from my videos, that's good enough for me. And yeah, so basically I really, if it helps you, like earlier when someone said that I helped with picking their laptop from last summer, like that's what it's about. And if my numbers look different or whatever, or good or bad depending on who you ask, then they're just that, they're numbers, they're not the people themselves. You guys are my people, and chatting with you is my people. Yeah, I guess that is does that make sense? Please tell me if that makes sense. The water is the prefect balance to the chocolate. Yes, it is the prefect. It is the prefect. It keeps it in check. Oh, Senseless Dreamer, you're in England in the PM. Awesome. I am also in the evening time here. I believe I'm like 1 hour ahead of you. Simmer, Erin, hi, lovely to have you here. Big welcome, guys. Simmer Erin is one of like the very, very long time, like probably since the beginning of this channel, like very near to the beginning of this channel's like supporters. So very big welcome. Thank you so much for being here. And yeah, whoever's here for whatever bit of time that you can be here, I appreciate all of it. I understand we all have lives to get to. And if you're able to join for even just a little bit to say hi, I am very excited by that, so thank you. Which is why the music must be chill, otherwise I get too excited about everything. Lulu, you're from Romania? Cool. Oh, my favorite what's my favorite chocolate? My favorite chocolate is strawberry intense. So according to dietitians, all dietitians that I know, anything below 70% dark chocolate is essentially milk chocolate. Like from a health point of view, it actually should be like 80%, but this is 70% dark. It has little pieces of strawberry in it, and it just makes me very happy. Dee Dee, you're from Mississippi? Ooh, what time of day is it there? So Erin, you're surviving. But yes, awesome. I'm so glad to see you guys here. Okay, I think I'm catching up with chat. Okay, cool. So now, oh, I just clicked something on my computer that I probably shouldn't have clicked. Computer, please be kind. Okay, cool. So I'm gonna give a general overview. Oh, and the one big thing that has been obviously happening, that I really... Okay, before I even get to that, I'm gonna give an overview of what is gonna be happening in this talk, okay? Because like I said, normally I can just like chat for hours with you guys, like literally I'll start off with like this being like a Sims 2 stream, for example, and then like we chat for an hour and a half of the 3-hour stream. So that is not uncommon, but because I really do want to like provide like a technical value for you guys in the stream, I'm gonna give you an outline of how to, like an approach to your computer search or your laptop search in particular. For computers it's a little different, same principles, like for different parts, but the core of it is that, oh, excuse me, Just want to make sure something just looks funny on my computer screen. I just want to make sure it's correct. Thank you. Okay, things look better now. Okay, so when selecting a laptop, there is I said here is a 6-step approach. A 6-step approach to buying a new laptop, and this isn't even exclusive to The Sims. This is just in general a laptop, and there are slight variations of it for like depending on the kinds of device you're looking at, whether it be like a tablet, a phone. But this is how I decide whether I'm going to buy something, and this is how I decide which laptops I'm going to suggest to you guys, and this is how I go through the process, because essentially I put myself in the shoes of people at the different price points and in the different positions, and like what are the things that they would be looking for based on either feedback from you guys or my own experience, or knowing people in specific industries. So yes, the first thing, and now I'm just going to skim through the 6 steps. I'm just going to skim through the 6 steps, and then we're going to start getting into the meat of it. Oh, Didi, it's 11:30 a.m. Okay, so then good morning to you. Then good morning to you. Oh, thank you so much, Lulu. I really appreciate it. I really do appreciate it. See, that's like who I'm really like that means more to me than any number of subscribers. Seriously, I would easily never trade off 100,000 subscribers for not actually helping people. So yeah, thank you very much. I appreciate that. So the 6-step approach that I have come up with is, okay, let me just make sure I put it like right in front of my face so that I don't miss anything. Is cool. Senna Bakery. Hi, Senna Bakery. Big welcome. Channel super helpful. Oh, thank you guys. I'm getting emotional. Like I wasn't expecting. I thought I was just so stressed about the stream. I didn't know what. I didn't even know like what to expect. But yeah, big welcome. I ended up getting The Sims after watching videos. Oh, awesome! And how have you been enjoying that? So yeah, like let me know. Roxy, oh thank you, Roxy, I do appreciate. Oh, thanks guys, really big thank you, super big thank you. Thank goodness I made an outline for this stream. Otherwise I'm so sure I would forget my train of thought like so quickly. In my Twitch stream like early like on Monday, like there was even a running joke of some of the members of the community were like, how far on a tangent can they get me, how that would be a fun game, like to see how far on a tangent they could get me from like the actual stream. And today I'm following an outline. Okay, so the first thing when you're deciding on what kind of laptop you want is to decide what you actually want out of your device. So remember, you are a human being, presumably. If you're not, whatever you identify as, you are a sentient being. Okay, let's say that. You are a sentient being and you have a life, and whatever you use in your day-to-day life is simply a tool to help you do your life better or to help you do your life easier. So it is very important to therefore decide what it is that you want. Okay, first step. So the first thing, in terms of priority, what do you need? Like, what do you actually need from your computer? Then, what do you want? Then, what is important to you? And then, what is not important to you? These overlap. They're not like mutually exclusive things, but they definitely help in the thing of like when you watch a review, and we'll get to that, or if you read something or you hear from another person, like where that information is relevant to you and where it's not relevant to you. So that's the first thing, defining your needs and wants and what is and isn't important to you. The second step is everything to do with money. This has to do with what is your budget, how are you planning on like paying for whatever the laptop is, are you going to buy it locally or internationally, or you can buy it from a retailer, like a physical brick and mortar kind of store, and like what are the different incentives from different players. So essentially, how are you going to get that laptop that you find that is going to match your needs into your hands? That is what the second step of money is. The third one is this is the research stage. This is the super extensive stage. This is usually the stage where a lot of people find my videos in. This is where you essentially consume as much content as you can and try and find like what is going to work for you. But obviously not all content is trustworthy content, not all content is sincere content. So I have a couple people that I will mention that I think are very good to look to, and then you see the options from that you've liked from the people that you've read from or watched, and you take them to the local retailer or the international retailer or the list of places where you decide that you want to buy from. And then step 5 is just 3 question marks, and then step 6 is profit being like you're going to receive. So step 5 being question mark can just be like the process that it takes to get your laptop, like either it be like over a few months, like while you're saving for it, or while you're waiting for like if it's a birthday gift or something like that. And then profit is essentially you get your laptop and you are a happy human being or not human being, whatever you are or identify as. And that is it. So let me see what is happening in chat, because yeah, I have now shared the 6-step approach in a broad light, and then we're going to be going through it together for a thingamajiggy of my own, for a laptop of my own. Cool. Just want to make sure I'm not missing anything here. Okay, stuff has happened in chat, so let me make sure that I am reading the chat. The chat, le chat. Oh my gosh, the cat is the chat. I approve of this language crossover. Okay, cool. It's been fun. I downloaded. Oh, I'm like looking at like from 7:35 p.m. This is just so you guys know where I am in the chat. It's been fun. I downloaded a ton of custom content, says Senna, and may have a lot of hours in the game now. That's fantastic. That's awesome. True words, says Ismail. This intro. I knew this was going to be a video I sent to my family members who need help. Oh, yay! I'll try and like clip these little parts of it like after the stream and then put it together so that it is like in a video format on the channel in case you do want pieces of it. Cass, you never know, Marzipan could be in the market for a new laptop. Marzipan is Cass's cat, one of Cass's cats, everyone. Only the best will do for her and her plans of world domination. Marzipan also features in our Sims 2 Legacy Challenge as the protagonist in a book that our Sims write, in a multiple series. Okay. Since the streamer, I'd like my Legacy Edition to work on my laptop, lol. I do like your channel, very informed, so I'm glad. Okay, we're gonna get to that now. Marzipan can boss me around, to be honest. Mercer, yes, this is great already, and OMG, I just had the thought of Marzipan on her laptop. Ban, hi, Ban, lovely to have you here. Big welcome. Thank you for joining. I'm not sure at what point you popped in, but I've already just gone through a little bit of an overview of what the different steps are to selecting your laptop. But we're still going to be going way into detail here as I'm going to be going through the steps myself. But yes, big welcome. Lovely to have you here. Where are you from? How are you doing? And what time of day is it? Milk Cakes Aesthetic. Are you South African? And Ban says, I believe she is. Indeed, I am South African. Clipped together would be wonderful. OMG, you spoil us. I try to make things easier for you guys. Okay, awesome, Ban. 5 minutes ago. Awesome, awesome. Oh, you're also South African. Awesome. Fantastic. I love, like, I get so many comments, like, I get two categories, like, when I get comments about, like, me and, like, who I am or, like, where I'm from, I get two categories of comments. It's like, where are you from is the one. The other one is, you have to be South African. It's like, it's either one or the other. It's like, I don't think I've gotten an incorrect, like, if someone guesses, it's usually nail on the head, South African. And yeah, apparently it is the accent that gives it away. Cool, cool, cool. Okay, let me see. I haven't missed anything here. Okay, any questions thus far, everyone? In the broad overview that I've given, any questions thus far? And now I need to eat chocolate in celebration. So if you guys have a dessert nearby, I'd encourage you to eat it. And if you do not, tell me what your favorite, or even if you do, if you don't, tell me what your favorite dessert is, please. Because I am not at all against people who don't like chocolate. I am not really into like the custardy and like vanilla-y, like milk tarty kind of desserts, but my husband loves them, and he's like okay-ish with chocolate, whereas I am obviously obsessed and literally have an emote, like an emoji with me eating chocolate. Oh my gosh, the emoji has me in a pink hijab and I'm in a pink hijab eating chocolate. Premonitions, yo. Cool. Okay. Let's look at this now. Twilight, can you... X-Twilight, big welcome, X-Twilight. Lovely to have you here. Can you play some Swan Adult Optiplex 3020? So, when I get questions about specific devices, I direct people to my video on checking system requirements, because you can use the specifications of the laptop or the computer that you're looking at and plug them in. I don't want to get into the rabbit hole of checking everyone's individual devices, because I get many comments requesting it. But I'll actually send you a link right now to my video where I discuss specifically how to check if any computer you're looking at will play The Sims 4. Absolutely any computer. And going through this guide will tell you. And if you have questions after going through the guide, then please let me know. But yeah, it's hopefully will be something that can help you. And yeah, so there's the guide. You are so welcome. Because yeah, there's thousands and hundreds of thousands of computers out there, anything from this year to last year to 10 years ago. Everyone is using something different, and that was like the most, hopefully, like all-encompassing, try and like help as many people as possible kind of way. So yeah, let me know if after watching the video or while watching the video you have questions, then I'll be happy to answer them specifically, but that'll take you through step by step what to look at. So, Van, I hear your accent, South African accent is very distinctive. Awesome. Yes, indeed. So, let me get back to my note here. So yes, the first thing of defining needs and wants. So like I said, this is going to be now my personal laptop hunting journey. So as you can guess from the title of this stream and absolutely everything I've said up until this point and the thumbnail and everything, I'm looking to buy a laptop. And I wonder what would be an effective way to do this. I could go onto Notepad and then we could go through these steps together, because then let me see here. Or I could go onto Notion, which is the primary app. Okay, let me know if this is legible to you guys. It's quite small, actually, never mind. No, actually, never mind. I'm gonna try and let me rather than open up like a Microsoft Word document, maybe. No, not that. I want to go through these steps and I want to write them down. But oh, thank you, Kareem Mazari. Thank you very much. Wow. Thank you for the super chat. Thank you. These super chat stickers. Oh, very, very, very much appreciated. Thank you very much. Oh, such excite. Notion might look nicer. I'll try and open up. So let me know if this is legible to you guys. If it is too small, let me know. And then I will adjust accordingly. So let's do this. Let's do this. Okay. Tell me what this looks like for you. Okay. Is this legible for you? Can you see everything here easily? I really hope that the alerts pop up here. Yeah, is this easily visible to you guys? Oh, thank you. Chloe McGovern. Hi, Chloe. Big welcome. Lovely to have you here. Chloe, we are just... Oopsie, that's the chat. That's the chat. Let me just keep that... Let me keep that aside. Make sure I'm not missing anything here. Okay, cool. It's a bit too small. Okay, cool. Let me see... Oh my gosh, you can make text even smaller. That's not what I want, eh? Like, that is... I'm looking for accessibility kind of features here. Not make it even smaller. Oopsie. Nope, never mind. Okay. Never mind. Then... What can be a nice alternative? Maybe just straight up Notepad. That might just be the easiest thing. Let's just go to Notepad. And then I will just scale up the font. Yeah, let's do this. But let's change the font so it doesn't look like I'm coding, because this kind of thing is obviously important to me. And I'll move it so that my camera border isn't blocking. Okay. Make spaces. Is this more legible? Is this fine? Yeah, Notion doesn't allow zoom in, Lulu. It's very odd. It really is odd because I consider my vision to not be the best. Not just because I wear glasses, like even with glasses I struggle a little bit. Ben, sorry I have to go, but good luck. So thank you so much. Much appreciated. Have a lovely evening further, and thank you for joining, even if it was just for a little bit. Is this good? That's working? Yeah, but thanks for hanging out. Thank you very much. But yeah, this is better and clearer, or even more bold. Semi-bold? No, I want it to be even bigger for you guys. There we go. Okay. Okay, cool. This is, I feel comfortable with this. It looks like something that can work. Okay, so defining my needs and wants. Okay, so as I'm sure if you have watched my setup tour, love my computer. I'm in love with my computer. My computer gives me butterflies, and I am not looking to replace my computer. So my computer's name is Anubis, for those of you who don't know, and Anubis is perfect in every way for me. I built Anubis last year, and I was saving for Anubis for like 3 years. So I'm not looking to change my desktop computer. He good. Like, that's not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for something That's first. So that's the first question. Ask yourself. Please ask yourself, if you are looking for a computer, if you're looking for a laptop, are you trying to have only a like, do you want this to be your only computer? It's full stop. Like, do you want this laptop to fulfill everything for you? Or will this be something that is an add-on to your workflow or setup? Okay. Klingoffs, I already love this list because of number 5. Yeah, I didn't know what else to call it. I was just like, time's gonna pass, that's what we're gonna do. So yes, you have to ask yourself here, what do you need? I need a computer that is gonna work well, but not necessarily need to replace my desktop. So, and this is going to be very important when we go through the different options, and I'll show you later, like when we get to that point. So here, so I'm going to say it's an add-on to, why am I looking skew? Like I keep a wireless keyboard for this exact reason, so that I can just move everything around. Cool. So here, add-on to current setup. So the purpose of, like, the reason that I want a laptop is that I want to be able to stream and edit and record while I'm not at my desk. So essentially, if I'm ever like go away or like go on holiday or whatever, I want to be able to continue working on OuiSims while I'm not at my desk. So that is so add on to current setup. And if I say that I want to continue that, so what I'm saying when I say that, like, I want to be able to do all those things, is that I need a computer that's able to play The Sims 4 or any other game for that matter, any game. Plus, it needs to be able to stream. Plus, it needs to be able to edit. And the add-on to current setup, and this will equate to does not need to exceed the requirements is a word, but maybe even a better way would be it doesn't need to be better, does not need to be better than Anubis, because Anubis is perfect for me. Okay, and needs to be able to play The Sims 4 / any game reasonably well, and stream and edit. So already I have a good idea of what is important to me. And the other thing, and this is the reason why I would like defining what is important to you and what is not important to you is so important. I said important like 4 times there, is that you're going to be overwhelmed with options, and to keep like your criteria like at the forefront of like what you're looking for is very important, because you don't want to get a computer or you don't want to get a laptop that is not going to do the thing that you want it to do. Of all the things it's going to do, like if it's not going to do the thing that you want it to do, then you're going to be angry at your tech. So if I said that I want this to be while I'm away from my computer, that's implying that I need this to be able to go around with me. It needs to be portable. It needs to be mobile. So I'm gonna say portable. And obviously, by virtue of a laptop being, like, you'd think that it's just, I don't want you to think that I minced my words there. Many high-end laptops from a few years ago were excessively heavy, and the portability was very limited. Like, my gaming laptop that I had from 2013 was the Asus G75VX, and that computer was excellent quality specs. It actually could run, it was a 2013 laptop that could run The Sims 4 on ultra settings, even with all the packs until like now. But it was very heavy. 4.5 kilograms converted to, let me just see here, 4.5 kilograms to 4.5 kilograms to pounds for my international, nearly 10 pounds. Okay, nearly 10 pounds I was carrying around on my back for university. So I still wanted to be able to, but the thing is, that was my only computer. So I wanted something that was going to be very highly spec'd, and I wanted something that was going to, and I basically traded off portability for that. The other thing with many gaming laptops from that era is poor battery life, very poor battery life. So on max charge, it would last 3.5 to 4 hours of just standard use, not gaming. It would then last a couple of hours, like 1 to 2 hours if I wanted to game on the battery. And by 3 or 4 years of it, it ended up being just a kind of portable desktop because I couldn't use it without it being plugged into a wall. So I don't want that, and I'm not willing to read, like, that is actually very important to me. That's not a want, that is actually a need. I need this to be portable, so so this is actually plus important, so I'm just, oopsie, plus portable. Wait, that doesn't need to happen. I'm telling you it's important to me. I'm telling you it's important to me. So that's the general idea of and what's not important to me. What is not important to me? If I think back to like laptops, like I said, it doesn't need to be better than my current laptop, so I don't need the best of the best here. And my current computer, sorry, that's what I meant to say. But what the other thing that's not important to me would be something like let's say things this may actually be more, so this will come up in the money in step 2 here, in step 2, but financing related things wouldn't be as big of a deal breaker, but yeah, I don't think I can think of too many things that's not important to me. But I know, for example, some of the requests I get or comments that I get on my videos are to the effect of it's not important that my computer needs, like, I don't need my computer to for example, be able to edit videos. I just want to be able to do light computer work on it. So essentially, when you say what is important to you, you're also kind of saying like what isn't important to you and what you'd be willing to sacrifice. And what's one person's willing to sacrifice is not necessarily like equal to what the next person's willing to sacrifice. So these are my needs, but now what is my want? So my want is I have a preference. Oh, let me see what's happening here. Lulu, you have to go. Thank you so much for spending this time here. Thank you for your contributions to the super chat. Thank you for being like such an active member of this community. I really hope you have a lovely afternoon, evening further, and hopefully I'll see you in the next stream. I'll see you, Sul. Yes, I'll definitely see you next time. So let me see what is happening in chat here. Cling upstairs at my ROG. Yes, it was an ROG. I'm thinking of my computer at home too. What laptop do you have specifically and how does it work Sims 4? I'm trying to find a new laptop for school that also works well for Sims 4. So because my laptop's about 5 years old, I don't recommend it, and you probably couldn't acquire one at this point. I also buy machines with expansion, upgradability. Man, that's a very good point. Klingoffs, that is a very good point. Do you want to be able to upgrade and expand this in the future? Depending on what you work for school, you would certainly scale back. I use this one for heavy database processing work along with games. See, setting what is important to you, setting the stage for what is important to you is important, because I'm saying important like 20 times in this stream. Okay, so we have established now a want. I would prefer to have a Windows computer. I would prefer to have Windows because I am most comfortable and familiar with editing and streaming and doing all the things I want to do on a Windows device. Not to say, so a want because that's, but these are need. So need, not mead, need, and need. So these are important ones. And a want is a Windows computer, but I will not dismiss Apple. I will not dismiss Apple just because of it. Like if there's a good like Apple option, I will seriously consider it, but it's not preferable just because it would be easiest for me, like from a switching up between like adding something or editing something on my computer here and just picking it up again on my device. Yeah. So Chloe, you're a nursing student, so you don't need that much power, mostly for Word docs and watching YouTube, but I need to be portable because I commute. Very, very good point. Cool, yes. Everyone, please, like, as we're going through these steps, please, like, share in chat, like, what you think your needs are, like, when you look at computers. Because it really, like, because it might remind me of something that's very important. But also, B, maybe you help someone else in chat. Actually, that's more important, is you help someone else in chat. And they can see maybe something that worked for you also will work for them, and vice versa. Clarish is back. Hey, welcome back. Also, Talisha is back. Big welcome back. Ismail says portability sounds super important for you, to Chloe. Yes, and battery life as well. Chloe, that's a perfect drill down to get you toward defining screen size and storage. Lighter is a smaller screen, which means less cache. Also smaller storage, which can sometimes raise cost. Yes, these are all considerations, and we're actually going to be getting into this now with step 2. So do I have any questions from you guys on defining needs and wants and what's important, not important? Are there any questions just at this point? So yeah, I will check chat. Don't worry. Like if you hear this a little bit later, I'm still happy to come back to it. So I'm actually gonna make this such that, or like each one occupies its own thingy-majiggy. Actually, no, never mind. That's not necessary. Okay, money. So this is a big section. Ooh, let me just see what is happening here. So Wonga says your need would be a lot of space. Alicia says I want mods and CC, but I prioritize wanting the packs. Okay, that's very important. My laptop was I got for university, these DVDs, and my broken Sims game saved up for it ages, and online work. I'm sorry. So Klinghoff's question, do you identify places you're willing to compromise along with the wants? So like if you have a smaller budget, do you go through where you're willing to sacrifice his storage RAM? That's a very good point. That's excellent, actually. Yeah, thank you so much for asking that. So this is the point, like you guys are saying, Wonga said with the space. So this is the point where I actually should have gone into greater detail here about what it means to not be better than Anubis. Because what this means is that I am willing to compromise on storage because this is not going to be my primary computer. So on my desktop computer, I have how many? Like 1.5, 1.7, 2.2. I have about just under 3 terabytes of storage on my primary computer. Okay, that's Anubis. So what it means for me when I say I don't need to be better is that because this is just going to be for while I'm portable, because this is just going to be while I'm on the go, so therefore, okay, so these are my wants. Now, what am I sacrifice? So sacrifice, I'm willing to sacrifice space. I'm willing to sacrifice space, storage space in particular, because I'm only going to be using them for like a couple weeks at a time, and then I'll be coming back to my max, and then I come back to Anubis. So I don't need, so I'd be willing to look at laptops with around like 512 gigabytes. So let's say that, just because sometimes VODs can be, sometimes like the VODs can be very tricky. from a size point of view, and VODs are essentially like once these streams are done, I keep copies of them on my computer, and they can sometimes be up to like 40 gigabytes. So I need a laptop that won't run out of space while I'm streaming, but can also keep, so say 40 gigs a VOD, say I stream twice in a week or 2 week period, that's 80 gigs. Say that The Sims 4 plus all of the downloadable content that I have and all the custom content comes to about 45 gigabytes, it's about 120 already. The programs that I use to edit on, they'll come to about like 10 to 20 gigabytes. So all of those things mean that I need something that'll be enough for the time that I'm on that computer, but it doesn't need to, like, those things aren't going to stay on my stay on the laptop. They can just, I'll bring them back here. So I'm willing to sacrifice storage, but if you're wanting this to be your primary computer, and it may not be something that can upgrade storage, then it would be quite important to have something that is quite beefy from a storage point of view. Then for RAM, so this is now, actually, you know what, Eri, thank you so much for sharing this question, because I am actually going to go through each of the components. That's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to go through, I'm just going to bring this up here. So let's go through CPU, GPU, storage, then RAM, and then the other things like motherboard case aren't really relevant, but we'll say portability here as a factor, and then the other major, the other things like in a laptop, I will not really, they don't really like it's possible. I mean to say possible sacrifices. So for processor, there are some processors that, let me see what's happening in chat. Talisha says, you know how you play Sims 2? How did I get it to work? Because it's impossible for you and your laptop's quite old. Okay, cool. I'm going to direct you to one of my favorite Sims 2 simmers. Actually, my favorite Sims 2 simmer. Her name is Cindy. Cindy runs a blog and YouTube channel called Pleasant Sims. So I am going to direct you to Cindy's blog, where she actually has a step-by-step guide on how to get the Sims 2 to work on Windows 10 in particular. I'm not sure if she has it for Mac as well. But this is how I got it to work on my computer. So let me just get it here. So this is how to play The Sims 2 on Windows 10. And that is, I definitely, please check out her content. She has very informative stuff. She's literally like a Sims 2, I would say she's the person in my, from at least my experience, she's the person, taking care of bringing back The Sims 2's, relevance and work, ability to work on modern computers. She has really been, at the forefront of it. And, I've mentioned her before in, other contexts, but I really do admire her. Anyone's opinion on the Acer Nitro 5? Chloe, I'll tell you right now. These are on my mind as I help my aunt figure out a budget option to replace her 10-year-old brick. Okay, thank you. I don't have Windows 10, but hopefully it will work if it worked for you. I hope that it works. I hope that it works for you, Talisha. What operating system are you using? Bookmark and we'll try it. Okay, cool. So, Chloe, the Acer Nitro 5. I'm gonna have a piece of chocolate. So everyone here who has a dessert, please have a piece of chocolate. Okay. Happy. I'm just happy right now. Okay. So, I know that you're not supposed to chew chocolate. Because it's the whole point is that it's supposed to melt in your mouth kind of thing. But sometimes I get impatient and I just want to eat it. So, the Acer Nitro 5 is something that, so the Nitro 5 in general was created by Acer to be the budget option for gamers, and that is who it is targeted at. Like, that is, like, Acer has many different like gaming ranges, HP as well. They have multiple different gaming ranges, and each of them is like targeted at different people, and the Nitro range is targeted at being a budget option. Okay. The issues with the Nitros in the past, and the reasons why I haven't been so keen to recommend them, has been that they have had very like let's say kind of like important issues with like temperature and portability. So essentially the Nitros, because they're the cheapest options, like amongst the cheapest options, this trade-offs are quite big. You trade off like a lot of portability, you trade off a bunch of like in the past, and then yeah, especially with like temperature, like it used to get very hot and the airflow is very poor in it. But this year's range, from the reviews that I've read and seen and the numbers that I've seen, if you're wanting an Acer Nitro, the ones that are now like the 2020-2021 batch actually look very, very compelling. But remembering that if you just want to be able to play The Sims 4 on ultra settings, then anything really with a modern dedicated graphics card will probably be fine. It'll just be like the nuances of whether the laptop's going to be able to do the other things for you, like from a fitting your lifestyle point of view. Yeah, so that is the consideration there. But so in the past I wasn't so like impressed with like the 2019 Nitro, but this year's one has been really compelling, and I'll get to that like with the reliable sources part of this talk. So for CPU, in general, in a laptop, because you're kind of just like stuck with whatever CPU is there, I'd recommend that this is not something that you skimp on. So the things that you can upgrade on a laptop usually is RAM and storage. CPU you're stuck with. So I think of all the places to compromise on, this is not the place. So no compromise here. Don't compromise, or try not to compromise. And like I went through in my system requirements video, I actually in the video I mentioned like user benchmarks, but actually the website that I personally use more, the reason why I used user benchmarks in my system requirements video is just because it's the most visually like easy way to see stuff. But I actually like to use a website called CPU benchmark, and there's also GPUbenchmark.net. And in this instance it is then important, so let me just bring it up here on the screen. I would say it's then, oopsie, that's my stream. That is my stream. So in this instance, okay. So in this instance, CPUbenchmark.net. So I'll just send a link here in case you guys want to bookmark it. So it is, I think, one of the most reliable sources to check. So if you are looking around at a laptop and you're not sure if the CPU is good, and like I mentioned in my system requirements video, you can't just look at something and say this is a good or bad CPU based on like whether it's an i3 or 5 or whether it's AMD or Intel. You can't eyeball that kind of stuff. You need to see numbers, you need to see performance, and much like with the user benchmark video, it's the same. You don't need to read too deeply into this. You really just need to see, will this meet my requirements? And something I'd recommend you do, particularly if you already have a laptop that you're not enjoying or a laptop that you do enjoy, look at what CPU is running there and compare it to that. So here you can have, I think, up to 5 different CPUs, but I'd recommend like even just 3. So to put in the ones for, say, you want to play The Sims 4 on ultra settings. So then you look at the recommended CPU. So you add the recommended CPU here. You then add the CPU you currently have to see what you're meeting it against, and then you add the CPU that you're looking at in the next laptop. And that'll give you a very, very, very good idea of whether the laptop that you're looking at is actually going to have a CPU that'll be a bit like a quality of life upgrade for you. Because there's no point you're like, I'm getting a new laptop, but actually that laptop may even be worse than your current one. Yeah, so yeah, as you, Chloe, you're very welcome. Play also prioritize the CPU in a laptop because really you can't get in there to replace it. Precisely. Your CPU and your motherboard are a sandwich. No, that a sandwich implies it can be taken apart. They are, what is a food metaphor for things that they are the marble cake. That's a really, oh wow, like, you know, the swirls of like a marble cake. Is it that marble cake? Yeah, I think this is the vibe I'm going for with this. This is it. This is the analogy that I'm going with for the CPU and motherboard in a laptop. Motherboard isn't really as relevant in your decision making process, but this is how your CPU and GPU and motherboard are in, let me just see if it's even visible. That is how like baked in your CPU and motherboard are. This is the metaphor I'm running with here. Chloe, your laptop has Intel Celeron, so literally anything will be better. Indeed, indeed. I look forward to your new laptop then, and the quality of life improvement that will come with it. So yeah, that is the general thing here. So sometimes a low bar is a blessing. Indeed, indeed. I was going to say grilled cheese because technically you can, but should you? Yeah, guys, we can't be separating grilled cheese. Grilled cheese is a very sacred meal. We cannot be separating it. So yeah, CPU / motherboard, because they are marble cake, they cannot be separated and they cannot be changed. So if you want a laptop to last you for a while, make sure it's a good one, a good CPU that will meet your requirements. Okay, GPU here, the place to sacrifice here is okay, let me just see. Stuff looks a bit weird on my stream side. Stream is healthy, whatever that means. My stream is apparently healthy, guys. Apparently it's healthy. So, okay. Let me just make sure I haven't missed anything here. Okay, cool. So, please let me know if at any points there are issues with the stream, buffering issues or anything like that. I will try and fix them as I go along. My face is blocking the marble cake, the beautiful marble cake. So, yeah, we're gonna keep this open here for a reminder. And now I'm just looking at pictures of marble cake. It's so pretty, actually. This is very aesthetically pleasing. Wow. Anyone have a good recipe for marble cake? Okay. Okay, on that complete tangent, let's get back into what your sacrifices are. So we're moving into GPU now. GPU, this is where you're defining your needs and wants is very important, because if you are then if you want to be able to play The Sims 4 on ultra settings, at current, like the way that technology is right now in 2020, you need a dedicated graphics card. You cannot get away with not having a dedicated graphics card. You will need an NVIDIA or Radeon or whatever is going to be coming in there to be part of what you're looking for. If you're not looking for to play on ultra settings, Then we change pace. Then you start looking for integrated GPUs, which means you start looking at what CPU you have more closely. So it's not only gonna be, is this a good CPU? Now it's gonna be, what is the integrated graphics like? So let me show you guys exactly how I check. So there is a website called Notebook Check. Notebook Check, it does have comparisons and benchmarks and stuff like that, but I use Notebook Check specifically for identifying the integrated chips and then comparing them like in different ranges. So let's find a random laptop. So this one is this is a Nitro 5 here. Oh, it links you directly to Amazon. No, that's not what I want. I just want to just give me a random laptop. I just let's just say I literally just want to pick a random laptop. Can you just give me a laptop? Why is this so difficult? Okay. No, just okay. Here, I'm just picking a random laptop here. I'm just picking an absolute random laptop. Say I've come across the Dell Latitude. Actually, no. I should have gone to the Amazon. Let me take you to the Amazon one. No, but not this one. I'm gonna the Vivo book, because I think I've recommended another Vivo book before. So here's an Asus Vivo book that I have stumbled upon. And the Asus Vivo book, as we can see here, there is, okay, we can see here, they'll usually say if there's a dedicated graphics card. But you can see here, oh, and there's my little honey popping up to tell me if this has been a good, there's been a good deal here. But as you can see here, there is no actual mention of a GPU. So we're looking at something that has an integrated GPU. We're looking at something. AMD Radeon Vega 8 discrete graphics. That's incorrect. These are not discrete graphics. These are integrated graphics. Discrete graphics are the same as dedicated. The Ds, they are the same. So that's wrong. But point being is that I'm telling, like, you can believe me when I say the AMD Radeon Vega 8 is what you're getting. So this computer, you're not going to be getting a GPU separate. So you can't be expecting to play on ultra settings here. What you can expect is that you're going to be playing The Sims 4 specifically here, because that's the one that's most relevant. This one is the AMD Radeon Vega 8. So what we then do is we can go to that website, like I said, like this GPU benchmark. So there's the user benchmark one, but there's the GPU benchmark.net. I think that's the name of it. And oh no, that is not it. I'm just gonna go to GPU. Wait, I'm just gonna go to the Passmark CPU benchmarks here, video card benchmarks. Is it video card benchmark.net? Oh yeah, it's video card benchmark.net. So you can search for a video card here, and here, let's say, well, not search, compare. I'm getting distracted. Sorry. So let's say here that so to play, the recommended GPU for The Sims 4 is the GTX 650. That is the recommended GPU, and this is the Vega 8. So there's a Radeon Vega 8, Radeon Vega 8 Mobile, Radeon RX Vega 8. So here, this is just saying Radeon Vega 8, but if it's in a laptop, you can usually assume that it is mobile. That is what that implies. This is it says here AMD Radeon RX Vega 8. So this is an RX. Okay, let's see, what does that mean for us? This is there. Okay, we see very clearly it's a RX Vega 8. We can compare them now. The music got very pumped again. I need to calm the music down. Need to calm the music down so that I can calm down. Music is calm. Okay. Now I'm curious, what do you make marble brownies? Ooh, Chloe, tell me more. Like a brownie / blondie. Interesting. I have no idea. I tried it once and it was really nice. Awesome. I would think. I found a recipe with a cream cheese layer. Interesting. Very interesting. Ooh, we are leveling up our baking skills in chat here tonight, everyone. So you can see here that the Radeon RX Vega 8 and the GeForce GTX 650. So the GeForce is better. Okay, it's better. It's from 2012. It's better. It's a dedicated graphics card. Like I said, if you want to play on ultra settings, this is the minimum for ultra. But you can compare this integrated GPU, the Radeon RX Vega 8, isn't too far behind. It's not going to get you the ultra settings because when the Sims 4 says that this is the minimum, then that's the the recommended. That means that that's going to be the lowest you need to get ultra settings and to play smoothly still. But here you can use a little bit of like insight here, like, okay, it's not too far behind, so this will probably be able to let me play like medium high settings. And then the place where I look to, and you guys, this is the process I go through for every laptop that I recommend. I want you, like, this is like, if you want to get a laptop, this is what I recommend you do. So, or if you want to go through this process yourself. So what I then do is I can search here the AMD Radeon RX Vega 8. So here's the GPU, here it is. And this one, you can also use benchmarking here, but here, what it's going to tell me here, and this is how I make my videos. I guess it's a secret, but now it's not a secret, I'm sharing it with everyone, is that you can look at benchmarks here for how this video card performs in different games. And I believe The Sims 4 is here. Is it? I'm pretty sure it used to be here. Where's The Sims 4? There it is. Oh, it just says Sims 4. So we used we used a little bit of insight there to see that it's not far behind the minimum. And here we see that you can actually play. So I recommended it in the previous laptops. I think I may have actually recommended that exact laptop because it gives medium settings at around 60 frames per second. This means that you can, and it shows here that you can play at high and ultra. And like I said in my last laptop video, is that the reason I recommend these ones that plays like 60 frames per second, which essentially means like it's smooth when you look at your screen. 60 frames, between 50 and 60 frames per second is like what you need, like, to look at something and not notice that things are like glitching, like it's a stop motion. When you get between like 20 and 30 frames per second, around that's when you notice like it's a little bit stop motion-y. So this then shows that's really good, and you can play at high and ultra settings, remembering this is just base game. So if you add on packs, all of these are impacted. All of these are affected, and it goes down. We can even go directly to, they have a page for The Sims 4 here, benchmarked, and you can go through here and see an overall table of just how different GPUs perform with The Sims 4. And you can just like Control F and find the one you're looking for. So here you can see the Vega 8. And here you'll find those same values, and it even shows you like in different like colors. So here it'll show you that you could play The Sims 4 on low settings at 150 frames per second, which is super smoothly on low settings, but also means that you could probably add quite a lot of packs on to continue playing at low settings. So I will send this link to chat if you want to bookmark this. So you can bookmark this page, and you can check. Just as a heads up though, not every graphics card is here. So the reason why I didn't start off with this is because this isn't completely up to date, in that it may mention some graphics cards, but it won't actually give you values for it. So yeah, it's not comprehensive, so you just have to use this between this and video card benchmark and things of the like. And like bring them together to see like which of them work. So yeah, that's with the GPU. I think I've gone like prematurely like into this segment of the talk. That was like step 3, I think. No, I think this is a fine place for it. This makes sense for it. So yeah, this is my secret sauce. If you are wanting to know like how I can tell that a video card will run The Sims 4 smoothly, this is how I know. I check whether it runs, and I don't consider anything. Like, I start at medium. I don't consider low settings because, like I said, The Sims 4 can run on a potato. I'm not considering low settings. I'm looking for at least medium, and to run medium smoothly. And then you can see the ones that like high and ultra is like almost interchangeable, like almost, but you can see which ones would be able to run more smoothly. So like I said, personally I recommend only from 50 to 60 frames per second, but if you would be willing to play it like 30 frames per second, then that's completely up to you, and that's where you make your compromise. So yeah, storage. Okay, so that's GPU. Basically what you're saying, say ultra or not. That is the question really with GPU, is if you want to play with ultra settings, you must be willing to pay for a dedicated graphics card, and then you're not compromising on it. If you don't mind, then automatically you have made a compromise on graphics and can therefore look at cheaper options and shave off some of the cost that would be associated with that dedicated graphics card. Also, just a general tip, something that I would just encourage you to be aware of when shopping for computers, is that there tends to be a premium on things that have the word gamer attached to it. And by that I mean that if something has the word gamer before it, or gaming before it, it may not actually, it may be a little bit overpriced. Not hugely, it's usually not a huge amount, but maybe a little bit overpriced, even for the same specs in a different computer. So go through the stuff, like see, like you can go into like in quite a lot of depth comparing the internal parts between like a gaming laptop and a non-gaming laptop that maybe have the exact same specs, and then see whether they actually have a better price. The Acer that I recommended in my latest video, my latest laptop guide video, the middle range one, the cheapest one that allows you to play on ultra settings, that one's not a gaming laptop, but it's priced very similarly to the Nitro series, but it's like $50 cheaper than the most expensive, than the cheapest Nitro series. But its graphics card, even though it won't get you to play like Fortnite at like however 100 like frames per second, we're not playing Fortnite, we're not playing first person shooters, unless you are, in which case you should probably consider a higher end graphics card, like any first person shooters. But in our circumstance, The Sims 4 doesn't need that, and the one that I recommended there was super awesome for playing The Sims 4. Okay, so that's your compromise, yes, ultra or not. So CPU, motherboard, no compromise. GPU, ultra or not. Storage. This is personal. Completely personal. Okay. That is up to you. Do you have lots of large files on your computer, or are you someone who operates mostly from a cloud? The other thing here for sacrifice would be operating system. Because that would be so just Mac versus Windows here. That's going to be completely up to your personal preference, and if you want to know more about that and like whether you should be preferring Mac or not, I do have a video for that that I can link. I will link shortly so that you can make that decision for yourself about whether Mac will work. So yeah, this is a video to decide like whether it will help for you. Cool. Okay, so like I said, storage is completely personal, and I just want to have another bite of chocolate, then we'll continue. Chocolate emojis for the win. Okay. And water, because balance. Okay. Storage. So, let me see what's happening in chat actually. Last time I looked, I saw cream cheese marble cake. Okay. Stance stream says my Legacy edition was base game was okay, but I know Legacy doesn't get updates. But when the October update came, my game just broke. I've taken my laptop into a shop and it's 32-bit. I'm so sorry to hear that. That's very weird. The thing is, you're not the first person who's told me that this has happened to them. That October, like the one, like the update around like just before Snowy Escape, or like the October-November one, ended up updating Legacy Edition, which isn't supposed to get updates, and therefore breaking the game because it's not supposed to get updates. It's I'm gonna make a note of this and I'm gonna reach out to EA support, because any update to the Legacy Edition will make the game unstable, will make it unstable, because the game isn't able to run on 32-bit anymore. So the fact that your game was forced into running that update is very like inappropriate from Origin's side. Like Origin should have recognized that it's a Legacy Edition and therefore be able to stop it. Yes, it updated. Talisha asks, would the Sims team know this because they should? Talisha, you'd be very surprised about what some of the problems that people have shared with me that happens in their games that shouldn't be happening at all. Okay, let me have a quick soapbox here, because this is actually something that I'm not going to make a full video on, because I don't like making videos that are a bit ranty, but here I'm going to complain a little bit. Okay, so, and just in general, in these streams, in my community, and this is a rule, and I probably should make an official like rule list, but I am not against discussing differences of opinion here. So if you have a different opinion to me and you want to like contribute to a constructive discussion, please go for it, because I think it's important that we always interact with people who have different points of view to us, but it must be done respectfully. So I have a zero tolerance for disrespectful or rude stuff in my streams. The world is negative enough, and I don't allow that kind of like thing. But if you like sincerely have a difference of opinion, I am always willing to engage on different stuff, and I love to hear different people's opinions on stuff and like what their experiences are. So when I go on these little rant things, please, I continue to do it in a respectful way. It's just because I sometimes get frustrated about stuff, just like you guys get frustrated about your things. Okay, that was a big preface. Okay. Like you say here, Sims team should know about this. So, this is a problem with Origin, which is run by EA. Oh no, Talisha, no, you didn't say anything bad against me. No, that's not at all. I was just saying that so that, like, you know, like when I do like share opinions and stuff like that, that I'm very glad like to engage with people about it. Like if you have maybe something that's like, say that like something's changed about a situation and maybe it's not like what I thought it was, it just means that I'm ready to engage about it. I didn't think that you were like being mean. No, not at all. Not at all. Please don't think that. So something that has made me very angry time and time again since the Legacy Edition. So I uploaded that video over a year ago, probably like 12-13 months now. And a problem that happens to this day is that Origin, so this goes beyond the Sims team, this is now Origin, which is EA's baby, allows Simmers to buy packs that their games are not allowed to run, and has a terrible refunding process, if any at all. So what that has basically meant is that people have the Legacy Edition, or they buy this, so they have the Legacy Edition, and this was around the time Discover University came out. They buy Discover University, they can't play Discover University, and they struggle to get refund, if any. This happened continuously with every new pack that came out, and people would like complain to me, and like I'd get more and more mad about it because it was so shocking to me that Origin was allowing people, when if Origin is smart enough to tell you that your computer can't run The Sims 4 like full thing, then it's smart enough to not allow you to buy. So this is the kind of thing that made me like really made me angry about like EA's business practices, because it really does feel shady and like loan sharky. Like I really don't enjoy that. So yeah, that's just a tiny little rant on the side, but it just I feel very frustrated. So yes, you're right, Origin, like EA, the Sims team should know about these things. They should know all about it, but at this they still, like, stuff like this is still happening like on the ground, like to Simmers, and then you've just spent $40 on a pack and can't get that money back, and you won't, like, there should at least be a screen that pops up that says your game will not be able to run this, you should not buy it. Yeah, so that's that soapbox. The game was working as much as it could. Now when I press the orange play button, Microsoft label comes up, Legacy Edition is stopped working. I'm really sorry. Have you tried repairing your game? Like, I don't think it will fix it. Like, I have a suspicion that the patch actually worked deeper than just repairing the game. But have you tried like going into your settings and just like going into your game library, like right clicking your sim? So let me show you how you can repair your game. And then we can do it together even. I'm not going to do it on stream because it may use internet connection, and I don't want to I do not want to divert my stream's bandwidth anyway. So yeah, while this is loading, I'm gonna see what is happening in chat. Didi says you have the HP 15.6 gaming laptop, AMD Ryzen 5, 8GB of memory, NVIDIA GeForce GTX 1050, 256 solid state drive, and runs Sims for release smooth and empty. Fantastic, fantastic. I'm very happy for you. So DZ, you may not actually be able to find DZ. This is actually so cute. DZ, you may actually not be able to find DD's laptop because the 1050 was from a couple years ago. So I don't know if you do find it. It may not be like as quick to see. It's not one of the, like the most new laptops, but it is definitely like if it runs the game excellently. Like here, you can just like go here to the 1050. There, it will run on ultra settings. Hers is. Didi, your laptop is easily running at ultra at 73 frames per second on the base game alone. So yeah, it really is like an excellent option, and you can add packs to that and still shoulder quite a bit of like performance. Cass, at least give a pop-up warning before you complete this. Indeed, that is exactly my problem. Like literally just have a pop-up that says your computer cannot run this. We would encourage you not to buy it. Like, but EA would never say no to money. So that's so bad. DZ, Steam Origin. So Steam, Stream Origin. Okay, I assume you mean Steam. Steam is so much better. Unfortunately, the only problem with Steam, the reason why I'm not like I can't like quickly say yes, it's perfect, is because The Sims 4 isn't yet available for Mac users on Steam, which is very frustrating because that it wasn't communicated anywhere until I saw for myself. Like I went onto an old Mac and saw that it actually isn't like, and that the game isn't available at all, and no one communicates this. Origin doesn't, or EA doesn't say this. The Sims 4, they give you an option to just go straight to Steam. They don't actually check whether like you're running from a Mac and whether you should be buying it or not. So yeah, that's a little bit of an issue there. but Steam, if you are running a Windows computer, so for example, I bought some hospital related games because I wanted to try out some of the hospital simulators, and realized that I actually wasn't supposed to buy them yet, like as in I didn't budget for it for the month, and I realized this like a couple days later. I sent a refund request to Steam, no questions asked. I got a refund like within 48 hours. Like the money was back in my account within 48 hours. So Steam really is like, I feel like they just have like much better, I don't know if they're amazing, but they're much better than than Origin's approach to this. So at least if you buy something from them, I can say with like a lot of certainty that you'll get a refund. I think just within like a 7-day period. I can't remember exactly, but their policy is up somewhere. Oh, I'm sorry that you've repaired with no use. Yeah, I'm the only, I can't even recommend that you uninstall the game completely and reinstall it, because what's going to happen then is that it's just going to reinstall it at that same, like with the same like update. The only thing I would recommend is to see if it's possible to download the Legacy Edition straight, but I don't even know how to do this. I don't even know how to do that. Walmart still has awesome. I'll be new to playing on laptop PC. I'm not from the US. We're gonna get to that in actually like step 2. I actually realized we spent a lot of time on step 1, but it's fine. This is planned to be a 3-hour stream, so we have time. Since stream, I've verified the files, uninstalled, reinstalled the game so many times. When I try to play, it comes up with the same label. Yeah. None of your files are on OneNote. I assume you mean OneDrive, Cass? I shot in the dark, but if you're using Windows and can roll back to an earlier system restore, that might work. That's a very good suggestion, Ari. Origin won't update again, it might work. That's a very good suggestion. Chloe, so that means The Sims would run pretty well with NVIDIA GeForce RTX 2060. So Chloe, unless you are streaming, I don't think you need to waste money on the RTX series. The RTX series is essentially like NVIDIA's like top line. And you don't need to spend that amount of money to play the game on ultra settings without issue. So if you want it, if you like, I am of the opinion that if you want something and it's not gonna put you like into severe debt or something like that, or you're willing to save for it or something like that, then you should get it. So if you want it, then go for it. I would just say that if it's only to play The Sims 4, then much like a Mac, there are cheaper ways to get that same effect. Essentially that's the same thing, is that you will be paying a lot of money for something that you could get at a cheaper price. So that's my general thing. Clean up, make sure you back up your system prior to trying that so you can revert easily. Yes, that's a very good idea. Sensor streamer, want to find out how to do that. Yes, no problem. Let me see, maybe I can find a nice, how, there should be instructions on your Windows computer how to system restore. So here are the recovery options for Windows 10. Have a look. See if any of it helps you. It might be a worthwhile thing to investigate, because what it essentially does is that it's not just like making a backup of your files. This is like going back to a previous point in your computer's update history, so you could go to a point before your before Origin even updated the game, and then cancel it in time. No problem, Cass, don't use cloud storage for too many things with music. No problem. Dee says, I have multiple packs and extensions and CC's awesome, and my sister bought us 2 more packs for Christmas. Happy Christmas! I'm very glad for you. Indira, hi Indira, big welcome. My computer runs The Sims for well, but the fans on my computer start going crazy loud. What do you think that means? I have installed everything on high or ultra high and have all but 5 packs, about 2 and 4 stuff packs are missing. I'm willing to upgrade if I figure out what needs to be upgraded. So fans, if you're saying that your game runs like well, I'm assuming like, do you mean like ultra settings? Oh, mine's on laptop. It's a desktop that I was gifted to me from a cousin. Oh, he made it. Okay, no, that's cool. Okay, if it's a desktop, that's a different story. So, the fans, there's a couple ways. I was gonna say, like, if it's a laptop and it has loud fans, that unfortunately it's kind of like the CPU motherboard. It's you're kind of stuck with it. Unless you like go into specific settings in your computer and how loud the fans are supposed to go, which will then impact your cooling, obviously, then it's a little complicated. But even in a desktop computer, so there's a couple things you could approach to it. The first thing would be is that fans are in a normal setup. I'm assuming you have a standard kind of setup. Fans are directly like linked to your computer, so that in such a way that when the demand on your CPU or GPU, because they usually have their own fans built in, increases, the fans will increase in their workload proportionately. And that workload can result in louder noise. The two ways you can approach this is that you can get different fans. So there's literally a brand called Be Quiet. I don't know if they're in South Africa. I haven't personally tried them, but from the reviews I've seen, they're very good at just that. They have good performance and they're very quiet. The second, and I personally use Noctua, like my CPU cooler and my case fans are all Noctua. So in just changing the quality of your fans can be the cheaper way to do it. And maybe the way like that you just start with. So depending on how many fans you already have, that the one that's making the most noise will be the one that's on your CPU. So maybe considering something a bit quieter, like a Be Quiet CPU cooler, or if you want minimal fans just at all on your CPU, just to consider like even water cooling. I don't do water cooling. I'm not very familiar with it. Yeah, that's just a personal thing. I admire people who do go with it, but don't really feel the need to. Water cooling I think is more for people like the benefit in it comes in only later at like overclocking kinds of things. That's my opinion, probably not even like 100% true, but I'm very happy with my air cooling. So yeah, so the loudness, so that's the cheaper way. The other thing that could be happening is just that your CPU is under a lot of pressure, and even if you were to have really quiet fans like that are known to be quiet, even if you were to have fans that are known to be quiet, like from Be Quiet or something, or from Noctua, I will recommend Noctua wholeheartedly. I love them. If your CPU is pushing your fans really hard because it is struggling to run the load, then it may need to indicate that you need to look at how much load your CPU is taking in the general workloads. So something you can do is like you can literally just go to Task Manager. You can literally just go to Task Manager and go to the Performance tab here and see how much memory your CPU, or how much your CPU is being utilized. And you can see here that I'm not even running it like so for context, I'm literally streaming. I have Microsoft Edge open. I have 2 different windows with multiple tabs of Google Chrome open. I am streaming with OBS. I have Origin running in the background. There's a lot of stuff happening, and I'm not even hitting a quarter, like I'm around a quarter of my CPU utilization here. And therefore my fan demand is not very high. When I edit videos, this can go up way high. This can be like between like 80 to 90% depending on how intensive the video is that I'm editing or how long it is. So in that instance, I just make sure that like my cooling is good for those times. So that would then be an instance of your CPU itself maybe needing to be a bit more powerful and upgraded before you can, like, so that it manages its power better. So in the instance, for example, that you already have good case fans, or not case fans, CPU, a good CPU cooler. So in the instance that you already have a good CPU cooler, and you have enough fans in your system and things are from that side fine. If your things are still loud, it may actually indicate that you need to look at something a little bit more expensive, which would be upgrading your CPU, which could imply upgrading your motherboard depending on how old how old your parts are. So I hope that answers your question. DZ, you've only had the PlayStation edition, no DLC. Okay, cool. Sensor Streamer, you're welcome. Klaus, oh rad, Endure, it's the same idea, PC's just trying to keep itself cool. DZ, so I have no idea what I'm doing, buying a laptop to play Sims 4 smoothly. Of course. Yeah, DZ, I have, let me just check, I feel like did I miss something? I think I'm not sure, I may have missed someone's question because I think I saw someone ask a question about this. Is it still there? I'm not sure. Okay, yeah. Yeah, I think that have I missed anyone's questions? Please say if I've missed your question. I'm reading through this, and I think I'm reading through chat, and I think I've answered everyone's question. But I'm not 100% certain. But DZ, like if you are not technically minded, that's fine. That's literally the reason like I made my YouTube channel. Wait, no, who said they're not technically minded? Oh, Senseless Streamer. You've had a look. No idea what you're doing with it. Not technically minded. Okay. So this, let me just see here, a system restore point. This would be the one that I would encourage you to have a look at. Oh, and Rakuten also popping up. These are all the things like I tell you guys in my videos. Like I really like I've never had like a sponsorship. I literally use Rakuten and Honey like for everything, like to get like cashback. So Senseless Streamer, this is the specific one that like we were referring to, like going back in time, like to a previous point on your computer, and that those step-by-step instructions will show you how to do that. But remember, like Klingov said already, please back up your computer. That's very important. But DZ, I have no clue what I'm doing, buying a laptop to play Sims 4 smoothly. It's fine, like, and I think I started on the sentence, but I didn't finish it. But you don't, the thing is, like, the reason I made my YouTube channel, or at least what my YouTube channel, what OuiSims ended up becoming, is that I like computers, I am technically minded, I enjoy this kind of stuff, and I'm also a simmer, which is the big difference I think between my channel and a lot of other technical YouTubers. And simmers have different needs to other gamers. We are simulation gamers. Simulation and strategy gamers have a different kind of gameplay, like from a technical point of view, and what's demanding and what's required and things like that. So I go through all this research, like we're still on step like 1, 2, 3, like these are the things I do for every laptop I recommend to you guys. Like that's so like these are the things I am doing before I like set out like to say like in a video when I put something up. I don't just go to like top 5 best laptops and just like copy paste it. Like I go through each of these because I know that for people who aren't technically minded, especially there's a lot of like predatory action in the computer hardware community, and that if someone picks up that you don't know much about computers, they may like take you for a ride. Like they may be like, oh, you maybe need this, or and add onto your price points unnecessarily. And so I go through this so that people don't get scammed basically. So even if you're not technically minded, I would always encourage you to like learn more about the stuff. Like I love learning, and I would encourage everyone to continue to learn about everything. But you don't need to if all you want is your laptop. That's what I did for you, essentially. That's my goal. is to do the work so you don't have to. But Indira, you're most welcome. Oof, water cooling seems like just too much anxiety. Yeah, I think that's it. I just am like I started building computers like back in the days of like when it wasn't even CPU coolers weren't even a thing, and when I moved over to laptops like in 2013, like 2014, the whole landscape of cooling like changed, and suddenly CPUs were so much more powerful that they needed their own coolers, and then water cooling was a thing. So I think it's just like me being an old timer from an experience point of view, and just not wanting to really like go too deep into the newfangled contraptions, and the bits of like reading that I have done on it just seem like they're probably not a good fit for me. But yeah, since the streamer, I've sent the part with the system restore. I hope that helps. Klingums, yes, you miss mine. Why are you so good to us? I don't know how to answer that. I like to help. I like to help. That is all I can say. I'm glad if I can help. Okay, then. Okay, so RAM. So RAM is something where, like, in most instances, as in like for the general person, if you're not trying to get the absolute cheapest device, you should at least be looking at 8 gigabytes. I think your compromise should be 8 gigabytes, and unless you are absolutely looking for like the cheapest thing, which will usually come with 4 gigabytes of memory nowadays, then that's a big performance it's I can't remember like what it was like in one of my videos, but I checked and I think The Sims 4 will use like 70% of your RAM like to play the game in that instance, like with enough of the packs running and whatever. So I'd recommend that like if you can just start off straight with at least 8 gigabytes. I think if you want a dedicated graphics card, then and you want a computer to run like really well for a very long time and something that you don't need to look at too much, then 16 gigabytes is great, and you probably won't need more than 16 gigabytes straight up. So for me, my home computer has 32 gigabytes of memory, or RAM, whatever you want to call it. So that's mostly for video editing. That's not for The Sims at all. The Sims recommended is 8 gigabytes, and that's what's going to get you to ultra setting, like not get you to ultra settings, but that's what's going to make your experience a bit smoother there, with all the packs, etc. But for me, for my laptop that I'm looking for, I'm going to need at least 16 gigabytes. So I'm not looking straight up for 32 gigs. I don't think it's necessary because I don't need this. This isn't my primary device. But if it is part of, if I do get like 32 gigs, then that's great. But if I don't, then the lowest I'm willing to look at is 16 gigabytes. It's either one or the other, basically. And that's just because like I do video editing. But RAM in general is just a nice like long-term thing to keep in your computer, or to check that the laptop that you get has the capacity to upgrade it if you are getting 4 gigabytes now, but will anticipate that you'll have the finances in future to be able to upgrade it. Does that make sense? How's everyone doing? Are we all cool? Are we making sense? Or am I making sense? Are things like okay? I haven't lost anyone? Please let me know. We discussed the portability and the Mac versus Windows. We're going to be moving into budget and money and buying things now. I have a look at chat right now. Actually, you don't need to go all the way. There's just a few spaces here. Oh, thank you, Senseless Streamer. Thank you very much for your brilliant help. You're so welcome. I'm very glad that I could help a bit. Yeah, like I say in all my videos, I don't claim to be an expert at this stuff, but I try my best to at least be kind of helpful to the next person. Thank you very much. DZ, great. How are you? Oh, thank you for asking. I am actually like, I don't know how to explain this, but I feel like on a bit of like a cloud nine right now. Like I really love spending time with you guys. I don't know how to explain it, but like live streaming is honestly like my highlight of the week. Like to the point like where my colleagues at work are able to tell I'm gonna be streaming because I'm just a bit more excited throughout the day for the evening time, when I do get to come home and stream. So yeah, I'm actually like, this has just been so nice to be able to like help technically. Like I do obviously like on the Twitch streams, like there will be people who come over and like ask like technical questions there, but it's really not like the primary focus. But it's really nice here now to have this as the a technical forum and be able to help where possible, live as well. Wonga, thanks Wonga, you're still here. I'm very glad to see. Makes sense. We're gonna get to your question now about local retailers. Klingoffs, but does that count as taking you off a tangent if it's still applied to the subject of the stream? I think tangent is the level of marble cake. The metaphor of marble cake and the CPU motherboard being integrated into the laptop. That's my tangent. And now I don't even know if that counts as a tangent because it was related to the computers. So I don't even know, guys. I don't know. But CPUs and motherboards are marble cake in the computer. You cannot separate them. They are part of what they are, core part of the device. Let me see what's happening in chat. India, I'm not very technologically smart, so watching videos really help. I'm really glad to help. I'm really glad to help. Oh, hi Lillian May, big welcome. Hello, lovely to have you here. Murray, hello. Oh, hey, welcome guys. How are you doing? We are we're about to start step 2 of how to choose a computer. We've gone through different points that are like you can sacrifice and which ones you shouldn't, and things of the like. And now and budget is up here as well, number 1, but it's really important because like money is very important in this, and that's why it's its own topic. It's number 2, so it's over here. Umut, hi Umut, lovely to have you here. Have you seen the Triton 500? Can I be honest? I'm gonna tell you. So I haven't, and oopsie. If I'm to look at it, it will probably form part of my search because it has an RTX graphics card. Actually, I'll have a look. I haven't seen this is all marketing material. Show me the specs, please. Features, no. Models. Yeah, that's what I'm looking for. Guys, please don't get distracted by the flowery marketing. You go straight to the specs, and then you can, if you like the specs, then go get involved in the flowery marketing. So the Predator Triton, these ones. So this one's 512GB, 16 RAM, GeForce RTX 2060, the i5 processor. This is actually a very good option from a specs point of view. I'll have to do research. Thank you so much for the recommendations, Umut. I'm gonna have a look. So yeah, that's very. I'll keep that up as a tab on the side, on my side of the computers here. But thank you for that. When we start going through like the reliable sources kind of thing, I'll show you. DZ i5 8GB, 256GB. Well, what do you think? Like I said, you're gonna have to go through, like I said earlier, for the CPU, that's a very important part of like your laptop's selection, and I recommend that you look at benchmarks. You go back to, I think, where did I send it? CPU benchmark .net. I highly recommend that you go there. Where is it now? So Passmark. So here, look for the specific model. So i5 is just the range. So look for the specific model, and then compare. You can compare it there to the different like requirements I'd recommend. Then big welcome. Hi, we love your. Oh, thank you, Mut. I appreciate that. Thank you. YouTube emote, yes, very much. Klingops is waving to everyone. By the way, people is rumoring about RTX 3000 series laptops next year. You should also consider that. Ah, so this is important. This is why I'm glad that you said that. But let me just re-chat before I tell you why I'm glad that you said that. Lucky Charms, hey Lucky Charms, big welcome. Hello, welcome to the stream, welcome to the chat. Where we are on a technical discussion, but also have pictures of marble cake up, and are having chocolate sessions as well. Umut, I think the laptops are going to be more interesting next year, so I'm kind of waiting to see those. Cool. DZ HP Slim 5-inch. What do you think about this one? I didn't copy the right thing. So the place, so you see where it says i5. Now, where you look for i5, the part that I'm saying that you need to look is the part that follows that. So you see here, these ones say like i5, and then there's the numbers and letter that follows it. So that's the important part to see, to compare the specs. So yeah, that's like so if you want to see, if you want to know whether the i5 you're looking at is actually that good, then have a look here, please, and then we can go through there. Cool. Oh my god, the 3630QM, this was my previous one. This was in my gaming laptop from 2013. Guys, this is what I mean. This is exactly what I mean. Please, can we screenshot this for our lives when we say that i5 and i7 from different generations, like, you have to look at the numbers. So I bought a top of the line got the top of the line gaming, one of the top of the line gaming laptops in 2013. Okay, had the processor, the i7 3630QM. That is an i7. This 2017 i3, not even an i5, i3 exceeds its performance. And that was a very good laptop for its time. So this is what I mean, like, you cannot just take it at face value that an i7 is good and i3 is bad. Like, if you are, it depends where you're looking. Like, you could easily have something that is actually far more powerful. I mean, this isn't far more powerful, but it illustrates the point here that this is that it is better. Yeah, it's a quick side note there. Also, HP Omen 15 was pretty powerful from what you heard. Yes, you heard correctly, and I'm going to discuss that when we get to number 3 on reliable sources. I'll tell you about that. Thank you so much for sharing. You seem to know a lot about these different versions of laptops. Lucky Charms, your videos have helped me find a laptop for my gaming addiction. Yay, supporting gaming addictions. Goodness gracious. I actually, there's a YouTube channel run by a psychiatrist who like specializes in like gaming addiction, and like I really considered it. I was like wondering like if it may be an interesting like field to go into. This is a tangent. Klingoffs here, you can mark this. This is a tangent. This doesn't have anything to do with computers. So for those of you who are like new and like don't know, I'm actually a junior medical doctor, and I'm a full-time doctor, and so medical things frequently come up in streams, whether it be like storytelling or just questions, or like we just share how we're feeling kind of thing, just share your feelings, whatever. And one of the I've seriously considered like whether it might be like a very interesting step of like to go into like gaming, and how gaming like just is like from like a psychological point of view, because gaming can be therapeutic, gaming can help people, particularly like simulation gaming. Like obviously people say like how like The Sims helps them represent themselves and they express themselves, and like they can live in a certain way, like whatever that they want in The Sims, and it can help. But then there's the other side of that coin, where some people are severely addicted to gaming. So yeah, I wondered like if it might just be like a very modern or relevant modern thing to look into. I'm still very far away from specializing. Like I'm still a junior doctor for like this year, next year, and the following year. Then I'll be considered free to go out into the big bad world. Not even like even like from the following year, like following next year, whatever. But yeah, medical things frequently, like, it has crossed my mind before. So when you said that now, Lucky Charms with the gaming addiction, that triggered my tangent. And as Klinghoffs is doing there, the we tangent counter is basically we go off track. That's what we're gonna call the tangent. Let me get that here. We go off track. That's the tangent. That's the tangent. I'm half counting that marble cake. Okay, fine. The marble cake can actually be a full one. Let's say the marble cake is a full one because I asked for recipes, and that's irrelevant. Recipes for marble cake are irrelevant. The metaphor, the simile of saying that the CPU and motherboard are integrated were relevant. But I went into recipes, so yeah, okay, fine, you can take that. There's 2 tangents then. Umud, oh my god, I thought you were 16, you look so young. I'll say thank you to that. I'll say thank you. And I'm gonna have a piece of chocolate. Chocolate and water, guys. If you have water, I'd encourage you to drink it. Cool. OMG, perfect. We go off track counter 2. Yeah, there's 2. Okay, so Umud, aside from your compliment saying that I look 16, thank you. That is literally almost 10 years younger than what I am. Aside from that, earlier you mentioned waiting for next year's laptops. So, if that works for you, then I would encourage you to wait indeed. But for me, in the first step of my 6-step approach, where number 1 is defining needs, number 2 is the money aspects, 3 is research, 4 is integration, 5 is question mark, 6 is profit. In this grand scheme of things, wait, what am I doing here? Excuse me. I defined up here that one of my important things is that I don't need to replace my current computer. So my current computer is a little beast. Doesn't have the top of the line everything, but it's like mid-high range, and I am not looking for a laptop that needs to exceed that. So for example, my what's a good one? My graphics card is an RTX 2070 Super. I am not looking for an RTX 2080. If anything, I'd be just like, I'm looking for things that are like RTX 2060. To be honest, like that's actually the one that I'm specifically going to be looking for, because I don't need it to be better than my current setup. And with that said, the RTX 3000 series are extremely powerful, at least from my understanding of what I've seen of the benchmarks and stuff like that. But at the same time, I'm not looking for that kind of power. But if you are looking for that kind of power, then I would encourage you, definitely wait it out. Definitely. Hi Lydia, big welcome Lydia Bell. I just discovered your channel, then your live stream, and it's helped me so much. Yay! For finding a laptop for my game. Thank you, you're so welcome! Yay! Helping! Woo! Okay, I hope I didn't like hurt your guys' ears there or something. Okay. So, now we're moving on to I feel like those RTX 3000 series Laptops are going to be burning like. I am excited to see how they're going to pull off cooling for the hot ones, but laptop cooling has really come a long way. Okay, so the money part. This is very important. Wonga, are you here? Are you still here? Because Wonga actually asked a very good question in a comment today, actually. And it was essentially, let me find the exact comment so that I can quote it directly. So first off, asked if I, like, in the same thing, knew I was South African, and then followed that up with, let me just find it here. And followed it up with, do I know if I can get these laptops from any shops nearby? So, defining where you're willing to get. So, from a budget point of view, okay, it's okay. That's the most important thing, actually, from a practicality point of view. So there's what you're looking for, which is like what you're dreaming of, and then there's practicality. So and just by the way, just given my requirements here, you will notice that I actually don't need the Zephyrus Duo. I want the Zephyrus Duo, the ROG Zephyrus Duo, the one that I said I'd sell my kidneys for. That one, yeah. That's a want. That is a massive want. The second monitor, the second screen, the second screen, let's say that's a want, is a second screen, dual monitors. That is a complete want. I don't need that, and that's therefore my that's how, like, you decide whether something, like, you don't get overwhelmed by stuff. So you decide what's most important to you, and then you stick to those things. So yeah, it's a want, it's not a need. And just like I said, I want to stick to Windows, but I don't need to. I'm going to continue to keep photos of Marble Cake up on the stream so that people see motherboards on the left and Marble Cake on the right, and hopefully those tangents will link to each other. Oopsie. Will link. Hopefully. Okay, money. So, let me see. Look into the HP Envy 5 is what you want. RTX 2060. It's a big contender for me. It's been compared to the Dell XPS 15 and 17, and it's good for content creators. Thank you, Chloe. I'm going to bring that one up. Thank you for your suggestions, guys. HP Envy 15. The new HP Envy 15. The RTX 2060. Let me look at this one. Okay. Let me see the specs. Yeah, see all specs. There we go. Like I said, guys, just jump straight to the specs, and then if you like what you see on the specs, you look at their flowery marketing material. Okay. So it's an i7, cool. This is like last year, or this year's, this is 2020, happy. 2021 is like the 11th gen. RTX 2060, great with Max Q. Okay. 4K, Ultra HD, awesome. 512 gigabytes, so 32 gigabytes of memory. No, that's acceleration. Yeah, where's the, it's 16 gigabytes of RAM. Oh, okay. That's basically, I think, yeah, this is, I think this is NVMe? I can't remember. I'll have to do some reading quickly. And then, okay, thank you. I'm adding this to the list of things we're going to investigate. Putting it up here. Okay. The Mobo cake is important. Indeed, it's very important. Cool. So money. The sobering factor in all of this. So we need to decide how much we're willing to pay for this. Okay. For the features that we were looking for, how much are we actually willing to pay for this? And there will be people who ask me, and I like respond to these as much as I can, but it really is like something that you need to reflect on, is you cannot have something that is extremely good and extremely cheap. And by extremely good and extremely cheap, I mean I get requests for laptops that are $200 that will run The Sims 4 with all the packs and mods and CC. Like, it is not, that's an extreme example, but that's not, like, you must realize that at some point you're gonna be like, this is actually my metaphor. I'm gonna probably, I don't even know if I'm gonna regret saying this, but then I'll probably, it's fine, let me say this, is that if you are going to be willing to spend nearly $800 on The Sims 4 and all of its packs, but only $200 on a laptop, it needs to balance out a little bit more. Like, it needs to balance out. Like, you must realize that the game that you are playing, if it is that much more expensive than your laptop, then you must realize that the power demand is just going to be a little bit more. So yeah, that's just like a general thing, is that when I get comments along those lines. So with that said, the budget. Then here, deciding whether you want to support local or go international. And I personally like to prioritize local retailers, but if I feel like I will save a significant amount of money, and the arbitrary thumbsuck that I have like made up, it's not really a thing, but you decide like what is significant for you and what is not significant for you. But for me, if something international is more than 10% cheaper than what I'd get, like including customs and shipping, versus getting it locally, then I will go with an international option. That is just how it is. Like, I feel very much, and remember, 10% here isn't like like $5 or something in these cases. 10% here is like, if this is a what would be like, if this is a $2,000 laptop, 10% is $200. That's a lot of money. So it's definitely something that needs to be factored in. Is like, where are you willing to look? And then that's just the price part. The other thing is that if something is more expensive from somewhere else, does it come with more benefits? So an example of this may be that there's a retailer who has a good reputation with good customer care, but their stuff is expensive. Or not expensive, they never have sales, for example. Like, there's many of these places where, though at least like an example would be like Apple, for example. Like, Apple sales are like minuscule. But you know that when you buy it, it's excellent product, you'll have fairly good customer care, well supported, etc. So you're not just buying the laptop, you're buying a lot more around it. Other things to consider would be warranties. If the place that you're buying from has a shady reputation, and they're supposed to be managing your warranty, which usually it is, at least in South Africa, because it's like people are local distributors of an international product. If it's shady, you may not, if something happens to your laptop, it may not actually be covered, or you'll just be fighting for it. So yes, places are cheaper, like where is it cheaper, but where is it also better? So for me personally, I love Amazon. Okay, I don't make this a secret. I love Amazon because Amazon calculates and accounts for customs, which is a very specific situation for me as someone who's not in the US. But Amazon calculates the shipping and customs, and I can pay for that all up front and then get the stuff straight to me. And I also get a very realistic expectation of what the final price of a laptop will be. So I almost always will look at Amazon and then use Honey or whatever to see that what I'm looking at is actually a good price for this thing. And then conversion rates, usually once the customs and shipping has been taken into account, that is the price that I then compare to the locals who are already shipping it and or already importing it. Okay, so locally, and if Wonga is still here, locally I tend, and I know that there's a very like there's a minority of people who watch this and are in South Africa, but I tend to go to the more computer hardware focused as opposed to like general consumer focused kind of places. So yeah, I will definitely respond in person. But as a rule of thumb, if a place's like selling point is that, okay, maybe this is gonna be difficult to like say vaguely. I don't want to like discuss like certain retailers just like straight up, but I tend to look at people who are who position themselves in the market for more hardware enthusiasts. If something is geared more for like the general public, and like not too much technical knowledge, it tends to be overpriced. It tends to not be amazing. Like literally, for example, I walked into a store. I saw, I think it was the Microsoft Surface there, and I got very excited. I was like, oh, this is nice, and I know that one of them comes with a dedicated GPU. I literally walked in to this shop. I asked the sales consultant dude, which of these are your models? Was it the Surface Book? I think it was the Surface Book. Let me just check here. Microsoft Surface Book, dedicated GPU. The Surface Book 3. Okay. Let me just... Yeah. Let's just say that I seriously considered. So, point being is that there is a Microsoft Surface Book that has, and we go back to Marble Cake, there is a Microsoft Surface Book that has a dedicated GPU, and I just wanted to see, is it in locally, and if so, what is the price of it? I literally walk in, I asked the sales consultant, Ty, do you have the model with the dedicated graphics card? And he literally just takes me to the most expensive one there, which does not have a dedicated graphics card. And I was like, this does not have a dedicated graphics card. And he was confused. And I was frustrated. And this is why I don't like to go into these like general consumer shops, because I feel like basic questions I don't feel could be answered. And that's not the only place. And there's usually a premium to those computers as well. So I tend to look at online stores primarily, and online stores that position themselves for gamers. But not always. Some of them are also a bit scammy. I don't know, you just have to look up reputations and you'll know in your like area. I'm just trying to be vague here. I don't want to like pick out any particular like retailers, especially because like it doesn't matter locally and internationally. But yeah, I will Wonga, I will respond to you, but I just want to give you a general overview that I would encourage you to look internationally as well. Unfortunately, Walmart, Best Buy, they don't ship to South Africa at all. So yeah. So that's that. I would just encourage you to look internationally as well. And I think Newegg. So I actually imported a lot of my parts from the US using Newegg. Like my graphics card, and saved a lot of money from it. Yeah, so that's that. And so those are the general things. So if I go into the money thing, so how do I plan? So what is my budget for this? So for me, I'm gonna say I'm gonna use rands here. So let's say 50,000 rand. Okay, 50k. That converted to dollars is 50. And the reason why it is such a high budget is because I am asking for a lot. This comes to about $3,300. Okay, let's say around there. That's and give or take within 10% of it. So yeah, basically, so anywhere between like 3,000 to 3,600 or 45 to 55. So plus minus 10%. I stick with this 10% rule. I don't know why. It's not really an official thing anywhere. It just gives me a bit of flexibility. But let me see what's happening in chat. I see that things are happening in chat. DZ, is a 500 to 700 pound budget okay? Yeah, that's perfect. 500 to 700 will definitely, that's what you need for an ultra. So like, just me make sure my conversions are correct here. But even GBP 500, yeah, 700, yeah, around 40 for me, like that comes to like 14,000 rand. And if you go that GBP 700 to US dollars, yeah, this'll 900 odd dollars, like that's like $950, like that'll get you like easily a good gaming laptop, like from Lenovo, like one of their Legions or something like that. Any really of the ones that I recommend in my gaming categories, this is that's a really good budget. Yeah, you'll definitely, you're not going to really be settling for anything on that. That's a good budget. So okay, that sounds like a good amount of money. Yes, thank you, Ismail. Though I suppose it also depends on what you want to do with the computer. Mainly just to play Sims with DLC and DLCs, maybe 1 or 2 other games. No, perfect. Even if it is other games, like if you get a solid gaming laptop here, like if you get, so I actually keep, so the recommendations I make, let me check here. These are the recommendations I made in my video. Here is the TUF A15. Here's the TUF A15. It's a bit more expensive than I remember. Did it come down? I think it went up in price, but this is just and this is internationally. This is shipping to me internationally, like about $980. But I mean, you could easily get here the Acer Aspire. Where is it? That one. That's 650. Someone may have bought this for me recently. What? I don't know what that means. This item was purchased. Okay, something weird is happening on my system here. I don't know what I just read. I don't know what I just read. But I just got confused now. Like, sorry, I just was caught off guard. But yeah, you can get a very good laptop for that price. Lucky Charms, is MSI a good company? That's the brand of laptop I got. When you say good company, what do you mean? Do you mean ethical? Do you mean quality of products? Because those are I have different answers for those. Yeah, Ismail, there we go. Dedicated GPUs, definitely. Hey, Winter Snow, welcome. I forgot you were streaming on YouTube, was waiting for your Twitch notification. Oh, welcome, I'm glad you could join. Very glad you could join. How are you doing today? Thomas Amber, with the CyberPower PC Tracer 4 or Extreme, run the Sims 4 and 3 well. So usually, like I said, if there's a dedicated graphics card, it'll probably run the game well. I'll check it out for you, but it's highly likely that it's gonna run it very well. Yeah, you're gonna run it on ultra settings, GTX 1650. You're all good here. Just as a general rule of thumb, if you see a dedicated graphics card and it's a modern computer, you're probably fine. Even for Sims 2, 3. Yeah, one of the laptops' price went up drastically. It's very odd, but the other one also came down in price. This one. So this is the one. This is the ROG Strix. This one was 1.9, I think, when I made my video. Look at the price now. It's 1.6. So it came down 16%. Yeah, it was 1.9 when added to the list. So this is a really, really solid. Like, this came down a lot in price, and then the other one went up a lot. Oh no, that one, it was 1,000 when I added it to the list. This one went up the idea pad went up. I remember this. Yeah, price, this was minuscule change. Okay. Mahalia, hi Mahalia, big welcome. Oh, and oh my, it's Amber, I forgot, did I say hello? Like, please tell me I said hello. I feel bad if I didn't actually say hello. Hi, welcome. Mahalia, big welcome. Hi. What about the MacBook Air M1 for Sims 4? Very good question. Very good question. I will get to it right now. Can you send me the link to the Sims 4 benchmarks page? Of course. Here you go. Remember, not all graphics cards are on there, but most of them are. And that will tell you how many frames per second the Sims 4 runs at different speeds. Okay, Chloe, can you say yes, sir? And then Winter, I'm good, just making some Christmas cards. Ooh, lovely. I'm also someone. Oh, hey, what's happened? Oh, you joined the community. Hey, oh, Amber, thank you. Thank you very much for the subscription. Much appreciated. Yay. I'm so bad at staying focused. So, yeah, I wanted to say, do you like hand making cards? Does anyone else here like hand making cards? Anyone else? I like it a lot. Okay, so Mahalia, I'm very excited to answer your question because I was thinking of actually making it into a video. Maybe if I answer this now and don't go on too many tangents, I could turn it into the video. Maybe. Let me see. Let's see. Am I gonna record this as a video? I didn't research it properly though. No, I can't just... Oh, Asia Johnson. Hey, Asia Johnson. Thank you so much for joining the community. Thank you for joining. Whoa, guys. Yay, subscribers. Thank you. I'm so glad. Yay, and the alerts are working. Thank goodness. Thank goodness. There should be like a little thing like above my head here with everyone's like names on it. I'm very frustrated that it's like not there. But I'm still happy nonetheless. So thank you very much for the subscriptions, guys. You love paper crafting. Ooh, yes, I just realized, yeah, I also love paper crafting. That's how we do origami things. I was gonna say me too. Like, obviously, yes, that is what I do. So I just wanted to I think trap music is playing. Sorry, wasn't my intention to have trap playing. Let me just go back to my lo-fi vibe. Trap will also excite me too much probably and hype me up and give me the zoomies, whatever. Okay. Calm myself down here. Okay. You see, that's under control here. Well, I'm using ready-made ones. Still awesome from the store, but sometimes I do make my own cards. Ooh. Sometimes you just need the ready-made cards, especially when there's a lot of people you need to make cards for. Hype. Welcome to the community. Yay! And newbies, make sure you fill out the sprinkles form linked in the information you got. Aww. Yes. Okay. So, okay, the M1s. Mahalia, let's discuss the M1s, okay? So, the M1s are the reason why I'm not a hard, like, this isn't a hard need for Windows, because the M1s are very interesting. Don't worry, DZ, Klingoffs, remember that subscriptions on YouTube equal followers on Twitch. So don't stress about the sprinkles. Don't stress. DZ, don't worry. But thank you very much for reminding for the sprinkles. So if you have become a channel member, if you've become a sweetheart in the, like, don't forget, you can use the command. There is a command for command sprinkles. And if you have joined the channels as like a membership, then you don't forget to submit it. But it's no problem. No, don't stress. It's no problem at all. I actually, yeah, maybe I should just like mention this. So you will notice that there's a join button. Okay, let me start this. Let me start this properly, because okay, that's my Notion that doesn't have nice notes. Okay. Where's this? Oh, sigh. Sometimes I really do wonder if my brain is functioning at full capacity. Okay, well, there was a specific thingamajiggy I wanted to discuss around the channel memberships. Okay, cool. So, if you are noticing that there is a join button around the subscribe button, I think like to the left of it, then you have seen that there is now channel memberships that are open up on the channel. So, very long story short, I was a Twitch affiliate, left the affiliate program, still had lots of emotes. I love emotes. I am making many emotes. I love my community. I love my community. I love my community. I make many emotes for my community. Okay. Translate that over to YouTube, where I still want to be able to give everyone emotes to use and badges and things, just to continue building these senses of community, which is why we have chocolate subs, like chocolate emotes, or emojis, and it's 2 chocolate emojis actually, and cat emojis and things of the like, and Wii emojis. And so it's really just to continue the sense of community. That's really the purpose of the channel membership. So if I could make it even like cheaper, like I think it's like, if I make multiple tiers, like the first one would be like $1, but I can't offer more than one, just like from a personal point of view, and like what my time and being able to offer like extra exclusive content. So there's just a single tier. So if you want emotes, and if you just want to like have a sprinkle added to the jar, just like as a so everyone who subscribes to the channel, or who becomes channel members, or from Twitch with a subscriber, gets a sprinkle in the jar. So yeah, that's the general. That is what the channel memberships are, and the name for my members are my sweethearts. So yeah, that is my. That I think that covered that. Okay, so what laptop is good for The Sims 4 but on a budget? That I have a good few videos on that, and I will send you my latest one, because everyone's budgets are different, but also everyone's needs are different. I'd encourage you to have a look. At the beginning it says I say like who will find what in the video, and then you can just jump to that timestamp that works for you, because there's budget like medium settings, and there's budget ultra settings. So yeah, whichever one works for you, just jump to that section of the video. I hope you find it helpful. Okay, so this is budget, and this is because I know I'm asking for a lot from my I know I'm asking for a lot from a specs point of view, which is why I know I must be willing to pay a little bit. Okay, and personally happy with international or local, and focus on customer service as well. So even though Amazon's international, customer service is also very cool. When you subscribe to your YouTube channel, does a notification come up on the screen? Yeah, I believe it. That's the community. So when you join the community, like when you subscribe, the community notification will pop up, and if you become a channel member, but for some reason it hasn't been working, a pop-up should happen saying that you become a sweetheart, and super chats. So people who send super chats, theirs are working, I believe. Yes, they should be working. Mahadia, thank you very much. I'm subscribed. No, awesome. Thank you. Thank you for being part of the community. Right, I was answering your question. I was getting distracted on my distraction. Okay, so the M1 series. Cool. The M1 Macs have really I think floored everyone about in the hardware community about what is possible from a performance point of view in a Mac, and that's taking everything from actual stats in the game into account, to to battery life. Battery life is actually the biggest attraction, Like there's a lot of reasons, and the integrated graphics that like come with the M1, from what I've seen, can run the Sims 4's like on like high settings, I think, quite well. The Sims 4 is not optimized for M1 Max yet. I'm not sure if it will ever be, but if it was to be, it would definitely be even better. But like I've said this before, unless you have a specific reason to buy a Mac, so apple.com, let's just go to the Apple website so I can make sure that I'm not that I don't say the wrong thing here. So the MacBook Air is $1,000. So unless you have the new MacBook Air, the M1 MacBook Air, unless you have a specific reason that you want to stick with Mac, you will only be getting the Sims 4 on like high settings, and that's like base game, from what I've seen of footage from the game. And even if you do have packs added on, it still won't be ultra settings. So if you are willing to spend $1,000 on a laptop, then you should rather spend it somewhere else, on an alternative option that will easily get you ultra settings. But like I said before, sometimes Mac is just very compelling and ultra settings isn't as important to everyone, and you just want a very good laptop. Like the battery life is just crazy on these laptops, and that could be a good enough reason for you to be like, actually I don't mind that I'm not going to be playing on ultra settings, and I don't mind if the performance takes a little hit when I add on packs, because it's still going to be a laptop that's very important for portability for me and taking around. So yeah, that's the general idea of that's how I feel about the MacBooks in general. The MacBook Pro, I mean, if I look here, I don't think the dedicated graphics ones are out yet. I think the 16 is only coming out next year. Yeah, this is the old one, and this is $2,400, and I'm not it's not compelling to me. It's not compelling to me for the performance. Yeah, so the M1 chips, I'll wait to see that and the prices, but yeah, I've read good things about the M1. I've seen good things about the M1. It's just that for the price, so yeah, it's a very good laptop in general, but for the price, I mean, you have a lot of options at that price point. So yeah, back to Marble Cake. So yeah, I'd be focused on customer service and warranties. That's important for me. So reliable sources, this is where research comes in. Okay, this is how many of you guys find me, is you are looking for laptops and you stumble across my videos. You want to know what the best laptops are. So I firmly believe that you should make sure that the people that you are getting your information from are trustworthy. And to this end, I would recommend a handful of reviewers that I think are very good, like, sources of information that you can make pretty big decisions on. So this I have, so there are two. I should have them up here. I think I opened it up sooner. Yeah. So there are three that I would refer you guys to. This is Dave Lee. Dave Lee, or his YouTube channel is Dave2D, has over 300 laptop reviews. And Dave's approach is super practical. He doesn't go deeply into performance. So if you don't want a super technical video, his is actually perfect for you. And how I recommend you approach any of these YouTubers or any of these blogs, anything, is that you find if they have like now it's the end of the year, so people are having lots of like best laptops of videos, so that you start there and hear like a high level summary of everything and then go into the individual reviews that you like. So I've already watched this video and I'll tell you guys right now which laptop has already caught my attention, and then say I have read about the G14. So I'm just gonna look here. He says he has a review on the G14, so I look that up and here it is, the Asus Zephyrus G14 gaming laptop review. So I watched the review and I go through it, and essentially that is how you that is and then just see if it is something that you are interested. Here's the HP Omen 15 that that you were talking about earlier, Umut. Like this is a really like very solid pick as well. So yeah, I'd recommend you start with like a high, like, so Dave Lee, please start here. Very like I'll send this actually to chat. Very reliable reviews, very straight to the point, not technical, like not overly technical, like day-to-day stuff that's important, like is it a very loud computer and what's the audio like and things like that are taken into account. He's not just like specs heavy focused. So yeah, please definitely check him out. If you have a bit more of a technical interest, I'd recommend you go to Hardware Canucks, and I'll send him as well now, or send them as well. These two, I'm just recommending a couple of like these reviewers, and that's just because they have what I think is high quality and reliable reviews for products. There are obviously many others out there, but I know that some of the stuff can be very overwhelming, and I think that both Dave Lee and Hardware Canucks, Dimitri, and I think Iba is the other guy's name, make even like very like they make it like a good reviewer. I think is not someone who can read specs. A good like that, like, anyone can read specs. Like I consider these to be good reviewers because they take the information and they test it. Is it valid? Like, are the claims true? And they integrate that like with, is this a good option for people like in this, like the target market of this laptop, or is there something better or something of the like. So yeah, and I feel like they definitely have that approach. Those two. Linus Tech Tips is just like, I'm sure you guys have heard about him. He doesn't focus on laptop reviews, but they do feature on his channel. But I more recommend them for his like he gives a lot of like tech education stuff as well. Which one is Tech Quickie? That's actually his channel, Tech Quickie. And Tech Quickie here basically just offers you with like quick answers to things like, what is a Core i3, Core i5, Core i7 as fast as possible. Like he literally has like these as fast as possible videos. Most of the information is still quite relevant even if they're a bit older. So that's basically just, if you have questions about stuff, I'm sure that you like, and I hope to have something similar like this, because one day, and like this is one of my hopes for the channel in the long term, I would like to be able to like review laptops myself, and be able to test them specifically for The Sims 4, and like be able to test them specifically like on portability and stuff for The Sims 4. But that's like super, like I think that that'll be like a big thing into the future. But yeah, I really like I think that would be a nice way that I'd like to like offer value to people. So in my research, where is it now? So here's the cyber power that was mentioned, so the Mac. Yeah, so then it would be a mix between going through the your options. So say you've gone through all the videos that I've sent, like for example, like I said, go start like with the best laptops videos like of 2020 or whatever, and then pick from there which ones you sound interested in. And then from the laptops that you like, then go to the retailers that you trust or want to go to, and then see which of them have it and which of them don't, and how much you are paying, like how much you are paying between each of them and things like that. And then question mark is just to indicate time passing while you save for your thing, or essentially like, or your means of acquiring it, and profit just indicates here like you got your laptop. So that is the general 6-step approach. We spent a lot of time in number 1, and I think, and it's not a mistake, I think that this is actually, I don't think that was even a tangent. I think that is because this is really the most important part of this. That's why I made it step number 1. But I have sent the reliable resources. You need to see what's happening here. Okay, cool. Let me see what's happening here. Mahali, you do have a bunch of packs. Awesome. Chloe, what would a good laptop be for 800 US or less that can play The Sims 4 ultra settings with a few packs and mods? That's my price range too. Ryzen 5 3500U. I've been here for so long, how I defo staying till the end. Searching for a laptop as you're watching. Okay, so I mean, okay, for $800, let's just go on Amazon here. Let's do Amazon because I said it's my preferred retailer. So I then just like go to the US version of Amazon, like when I make recommendations for you guys, just to see what you would be seeing if you were buying it from the US. So let's go. Here's computers, laptops, and what you're asking for needs to have a dedicated GPU straight up. So I'm not going to look at anything that doesn't have a dedicated GPU. So I'm actually gonna let me make this a bit bigger. There we go. Okay, let me just see here what's happening in chat. Klinghoffs, this was the part I was most looking forward to. Oh, thank you for all those references. You're most welcome. There are other more technical YouTubers, but I think for the general, like these are would be the ones that I make my purchasing decisions on. I think that it's very easy to get sucked into the technicalities of different laptops, and the reason why this research part is so important, and the reason why just looking at specs isn't great. So say now, yeah, let's say this. Let's say we find this. Let's find a laptop here. So I'm gonna go with the Windows laptop just because it's better value for money. And here's an Acer Nitro 5. But it's the previous generation. So you see, this is like the straight up. This is an example just based on. Oh, welcome back, Lulu. Big welcome back. So this is an example of like earlier when I was saying that like specs don't equal a good laptop. The Acer Nitro 5, the previous generations had a number of problems, and Amazon reviews are not really a reliable. I know I've mentioned it in like my videos before, but it's more the consumer's experience of the product. Technical reviews are really where it's at if you want like a good idea of the ins and outs of the product. So here you're then looking, so there it's a GTX 1650, so it's a previous gen. So even though this fits the budget, I'm not such a fan of it. So I'm gonna open it, but it's not really it's not capturing my attention just because of what I've found in my research of the products previously. Wait, someone asked me about MSI. I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure I missed. So from what I've seen, it's just me answer this MSI question because I can't find it now, but I remember it. I remember seeing it. The pop-out chat toggle timestamps. Key. Also, I'm worried you dox yourself when choosing your location on Amazon. Yeah, I realized that a little bit too late as well. But I really just select random places around the US. Like I'll literally be like, what's that show again? Beverly Hills 90210, and then I just like put in 90210, and just to see what the US prices for stuff are. So it's not really like I don't have a particular address. I literally just go through random places in the US to see what is in stock locally for you guys. Chloe, you're planning on buying from Best Buy. The Best Buy, it's difficult for me to scam Best Buy into thinking I'm from the US. Best Buy and what's it called, and Walmart, they both catch me out. So let's just see here. I feel more familiar with Amazon's like interface, so I'm just gonna stick with it. But I'm sure that if it is a well-known laptop, it'll be fine. So dedicated. So we're looking for something that can play The Sims for ultra settings. Straight up. So that is what we're looking for. We're looking for ultra settings, and max 800. And then, like I said, within within 10%, or what's 10% of 880, that is usually my max that I then go for. I just want to make sure I'm not missing anything here. Oh, Lucky Charms, you asked about MSI. Okay. So, MSI's laptops. MSI makes nearly exclusively like gaming and professional laptops. Like, they don't actually have anything. Like, they don't really appeal to like an entry-level market. And some of their laptops are excellent, some of them not so excellent. Like even the Prestige that I recommended in my more laptops video, the pink one, like I recommended it because it was pink and came with cute stuff, but its thermals aren't amazing. It gets pretty hot. And there was stuff that like that wasn't, yeah, so if it was coming down just to like a specs whatever point of view, then I went with that. Like if you wanted just a good laptop that is pink because it's important to you, then that's why I recommended that one. But like there's other things to consider just from a practicality point of view as well. Then, oh, hey, Antisocial Mess, thank you for the subscription. Big welcome to the community. Thank you. So yeah, that's from a product's point of view. From a company's point of view, MSI has been involved in a lot of like shady nonsense this year, that has made me feel, not even this year, in the last like 3 to 5 months, I think, that's made me feel less happy to recommend them and their products. Yeah, it's been a lot of drama in the computer community, and sometimes people get like, sometimes companies are cancelled and then the next day they're not cancelled anymore. So I don't really know, like it shifts a lot. But from an ethical point of view, I've seen some. So the technical YouTuber, oh hey, thank you, hey DZ, thank you for subscribing, thank you. So the technical YouTuber that I weigh the most heavy, like, and this is the person I go to because I like the level that he pitches it on, or that they pictures. So he doesn't do laptop reviews. It's not what his focus is. This is Gamers Nexus. Gamers Nexus doesn't focus on. This is not at all like, if you don't consider yourself a technical person, please don't come here. You will just feel like computers are gonna rise up against us or something, because it does. I don't understand everything he quite talks about here. He goes into like the physics of this, like the computer engineering sides of things, and I have a very like high, I hold him in very high esteem. I hold Steve in very high esteem. And there was an MSI, I'm sure if I just say MSI, yeah, he had a thing here, like a recap of like some recent controversy, I'm not sure, but I really respect his opinion, and he was expressing concerns about MSI's ethicalness as a company, and so therefore I am concerned. So yeah, I don't just follow like any YouTuber, like I really don't, but in terms of like people that I do trust and like whose opinions I will take, just because of how thorough his reviews are. Yeah, he said they were a bit dodgy, so I'm a bit worried about them. But from the product's point of view, it can be pretty solid. Depending, you'll just be going through different reviews on individual parts. I know I've gotten questions, or one of the other places that I've been asked about is The Verge. The Verge mostly does written reviews, and it's hit and miss. I don't usually enjoy their reviews, but I've been asked about them before. Some of the reviews are nice and others not, and it's difficult if you're looking to buy something to know whether what you're reading is a good review or not, because it ends up coming out like what they say is then different to what someone who I definitely trust has said about it. So it's all about listening to all these different people and what they say. Like for me, like my channel's not even a review channel. Like I'm not even reviewing these products. This is just it's a more of a research. It's like a fetch fetch quest kind of channel. Like I just go through and like look for all these things and like go through all this information. But yeah. Chloe, you planning to buy from Best Buy, right? Okay, good. Yes, don't worry. Not gonna dox myself. Oof, I've been behind and didn't realize. Could you recommend some from Argos? It's a US website. Yeah, sure. How do I get a cupcake next to my name? Oh my. So Mahalia, the cupcakes are my sweethearts, and sweethearts are the people who subscribe, like are members of the channel. So on a monthly basis, are financially supporting the channel for about like $5, I think is the equivalent. And essentially it is my excuse to give emotes and badges. Like this is a complete side, but I've spoken about this a lot on my Twitch. But like I don't think I'm ever gonna do this full time ever. I enjoy being a doctor way too much. Like I really love my job. So it's really not for like this isn't to financially like support me. This is really just I want to be able to give you guys custom emotes and badges, and this is the only way to do that, just like with the simplest, like lowest friction way to do it. So that is how you get it. It's just by clicking the join button next to the subscribe button. And yeah, and that's how you access the emotes and the little cupcake badge, the sweetheart badge. So okay, what it was 800 or less, right? 800 or less. Okay, so this is the one I recommend in my video. But wait, if you're gonna be buying from Best Buy, then let me just go straight. Hopefully Best Buy doesn't realize I'm not from there. But I usually struggle. Like if I say it's the USA, will they believe me? Okay. Have I fooled them? Have I infiltrated? Okay, let's look at Best Buy. And then Argos. I'll look at Argos as well then. You bought the exact Acer 5 Nitro for $5.99. That's a really good price. Wow. Oh, hi Michaela as well. Big welcome to the community. The Sims will run on Ultra with all packs, but runs better at high medium settings. The Sims 3 runs very well, even better than Sims 4. Oh, interesting. Oh, hey, Uniquely Modest joined. Hey, thank you. Thank you for the subscription. Yeah, thank you for the subscription. I just need to make sure, like, to not confuse the Twitch and YouTube terminology. Big welcome. Thank you for your subscription. Yeah, so thank you for sharing that insight as well. But runs better at high medium settings. So exactly. So that's what I mean, like when I say like I recommend things at certain frames per second, because even though something can run on the highest settings doesn't mean that, or the graphics settings doesn't necessarily mean that the experience while you're playing is going to be very smooth. DZ, a gaming laptop or any laptop? Well, yeah, so from a terminology point of view, all gaming really means is that there's a graphics card. And if you just look at any laptop with an integrated or dedicated graphics card, then you can it'll open up your options quite a bit. So I've selected, what did I say? Oh, PC laptops, and then it should be here, a video card here. So already here from the filter I can see that they have, so the R4, I don't remember how I feel about the R4, but there's a 1650 here, and for that price, for your budget, I think we could get a 1650. I'll put the MX330 there as well, just because, like I've recommended it before in my other video, like my last one. And then processors, we'll see, it'll filter itself out. Okay. Okay. Is this not the very laptop I'm wanting to buy? So here is, so this one is on sale at the moment. It is a little bit more than 100 or 800. Oh wait, I'm getting I'm falling behind in chat, and also we've exceeded the 3 hours. Oh my god, the stream is going on too long, and I am working tomorrow. But I'm not working, I'm not on call tomorrow, so that's fine actually. It's fine actually. Okay, let me just see here. So this one, if you are, Chloe, willing to purchase, like willing to spend, this laptop has had very high reviews. This is the laptop I'm probably gonna get, based on my research, based on the processes I've gone through, based on what I've heard. There's a version with RTX, which is a bit more expensive, but if this is 900 on sale at the moment, and there's an open box model, oh, it's unavailable nearby, but open box excellent for 773. Open box excellent certified. If you are willing to get a Geek Squad certified, whatever that means, if you are willing to get this, then you're exactly within your budget. If you want to get it brand new, then 900. I would just say go for this. This laptop is good. It is portable, light, small, and here I'm just gonna send you the review that I love, from was it Dave 2D, Dave's review on it. Oh, I'll just say Zephyrus G14. This, I really think, like, based on the research, so I went through the same steps. This is the one I'm probably going to get. So here is a review from Dave 2D, and in his 2020 roundup video, it was one of the 3 S tier laptops, the highest tier laptops. So obviously different ones that have different with different spec configurations, but at the core of it, they're still the same laptops. So you see, Cass, I love when you say you enjoy being a doctor. I was so excited when you finished school. Yeah, I was really like, I don't know what was like, I don't know why I started a YouTube channel in my final year of medical school, but like I knew it was because I needed balance. But it's really, this has just been such an important like complement to like my day-to-day work. So yeah, and you guys really do make it, like, this part, this community sharing part, this is the part that makes me like so, like, I love to help people. I love to see the comments because they make me happy and I feel grateful that I can help people, but live is just even sweeter, like just to hear it from you guys. So yeah. DZ, any laptop to play The Sims 4? DZ, did you say Argos? Let's go to Argos. So yeah, I'd go with the G14 if I was you. Because I'm going, but it meets my needs. If you have other needs, then please go for it. But yeah, I'm going with the one that has an RTX. But this is a good GPU anyway. Argos. Let's see what's happening here. But if you can go up to the other one, then maybe let me just see what the other option was here. No, that one wasn't. What was that even? Yeah, no, this is an ultrabook. This is remember guys, ultrabooks don't necessarily always have dedicated GPUs. It's the high-end ultrabooks that have dedicated GPUs. So this one will be able to play the Sims 4 on ultra settings very much, but it won't be it's focused. This is a 4K Ultra HD touchscreen, so you're paying for stuff that's not necessarily gonna help you with your gaming there. So this is Argos. Let's just have, I'm literally just scanning through the things. You see, like this, like you start, if you know what you're looking for, you just filter it down straight. Chromebooks are not compatible with The Sims, please, please, please. Chromebooks are not compatible, so straight. I just come here, and I come down to graphics card type, and I go to everything that, so I just start, so there's integrated and dedicated. So Intel Ultra HD, this is just AMD, that's very broad, so I'm just going to start with the GeForce here, and NVIDIA, and the GTX. I personally just feel more like I feel more familiar with NVIDIA. So I'm just gonna start here, and I'll price from low to high. HP Pavilion, 256 gigabytes. There's a 1050 GTX. Someone did mention this earlier, but this is actually a very like it's quite an older laptop, or this is a very like an older graphics card, like NVIDIA GTX 1050. Wait, what year is it from again? So from a longevity point of view, that's usually when the reason why I recommend newer stuff isn't necessarily always because it's better. It's just so that you can keep your stuff for longer. So I'm gonna try and see when this one came out. Oh wait, no, a notebook benchmark. Oh wait, notebook check, that's the word. 2017, yeah. So it's 4 years ago. But yeah. So yeah, any one of these really that fall within your budget, and all of these do fall within your budget, so you're pretty good. If you just look up like specific articles from each of the people, I'm sure that I've like mentioned before, or videos, I'm sure you will find the option there that works for you. But yeah. Okay, Chloe, partially savings, partially scholarship funds. Oh, gotta go. No, thank you, Mahalia. I'm glad that you found it helpful, since it will be used for school also the next 4 years for my bachelor's degree. Awesome, yeah. Then definitely you should look at the stuff that's newer so that it will last you longer. Be something cheap. Bye, everyone. I'm logging off now. Enjoy the rest of the stream. Thank you very much. It's not by Martinez. I hope you enjoyed. Hope to see you next stream. Yes, definitely. I hope to see you guys next stream as well. And I think that's actually my cue as well. We have been going for 3.5 hours. Which has been absolutely amazing. And let's just see, is this gonna work? No, I don't know why my computer is being silly, but I think, yeah, I've had a lot of fun. I've definitely had a lot of fun here. Thank you so much, everyone, for taking the time to be here and to join for the stream. It has really been such a blast, and I can't wait to stream on YouTube again. I'm really looking forward to it. Like, I'm really looking forward to the next one already. Let me know if you have any live questions, or any questions like in the next stream. I'm on Twitch again on Monday, but hopefully I will be able to join hopefully I will be able to join, or you will be able to join the next one. I still need my life works on a month-to-month schedule, so I can't tell you when I'll be streaming in January yet, but yeah, hopefully I will see you again soon. And yeah, have a lovely day, and if you have questions, I'll do my best to answer them promptly, but there's usually a little bit of a wait time between the answers. So bye DZ, thank you very much as well. Farig, hi Farig, lovely to have you here. We're going to be ending now. Bye. I would love to come back to another stream. Awesome, I would love to have you. Chloe, can't wait, we'll start attending to streams. Awesome, no, it's awesome, guys. Yay, I'm so excited. Oh my gosh, let me eat another bit of chocolate. Cool. Thank you for the stream. Hope you have a good rest of the week. Thank you, guys. Have a lovely but yeah, it's Wednesday. Wow, it's Wednesday. Have a lovely rest of the week, and I will hopefully see you in the next stream and the next video. Sul.